Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We are beginning the Dead Heat Summer Race. Oh yeah, new summer event. We're gonna get ourselves a welfare Ishtar rider. But first we're gonna do some reading on this, because I'm kind of jumping into it blind. Let's see if there's any rules. How to play the event. Cheer your favorite team into first place. Now that sounds kind of cool. If I get to go for Saber Alter, shit, there's so many I would want to vote for. Interesting. Okay, so we got Tyrannical Shooting Star. Oh shit, Altria and Nero are together. Fran and Babbage, or Nito Kreese. I'm either down for, but it's Umu and Artoria. I feel like I have to vote for them. How to cheer in the races at certain points in the main quest. Repeatable cheer on quest will appear in these quests. 6 teams will compete against each other in the race to the goal. Cool. Oh my god, this looks fun. This looks so much fun. Each team's race progress will be displayed beneath their distance remaining. Top rank prizes, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, so they're... I might not be able to do the entire event in one go because of them breaking it up into little pieces. You got Summer Umu. Congratulations. Quick Oil Buster Octane. Or it's Nitro? Seriously? Okay. So you earn those, and you can... Huh. I was gonna see if they had any craft essences. Okay, we do. So we got Seaside Luxury that drops more shit. Okay, well I don't have any of these craft essences yet. Okay, well, doesn't say anything about using a certain servant, it's just all about them craft essences. I'm not going to roll until Artoria comes by. What do they call? Yes, I'm going for the Tyrannical Shooting Star. I most certainly am. You're not motivated? Aww. Dead Heat Summer Race, the Ishtar Cup of Hopes and Dreams 2019. Woo! Stop the quest! Emergency! Emergency! Ishtar? Hey Ishtar, you're looking as divine as ever. Oh, nicely handled, Sarah. Always minding your manners, no matter the circumstances, will help you go far in life. I would expect no less from the woman who formed a contract with me. Wait, never mind that. Where's your sense of urgency? Of surprise? This is a real emergency. We are surprised by how you barged in here yelling at the top of your lungs. That, and it's hard not to notice that you seem quite upbeat about this supposed emergency. Huh, am I smiling? Really? Give me your mirror. Huh, I am smiling, aren't I? Maybe it's the rush from all the gems I bought so I could exercise my authority. It wasn't really that many though, just might be kinda high right now. Okay, so that must seem weird, but don't worry about it. It's a deity thing, we always hide our anger behind smiles. You know how it is. Even gods handing out blessings might turn around and do some smiting at the drop of a hat. So just chalk that up to the dual nature innate to our divinity. You can't hold us to the same standards as you humans, right? Alright, so what is this emergency then? I was just enjoying one of my precious few days off playing Reversey? Oh, Reversey and backgammon with Senpai. I see, those are board games some human came up with, right? That's right. I thought playing board games with Senpai would be a great way to spend our day off. Since it's always blizzarding outside Caldea, we obviously got used to indoor recreation. I see. It looked to me like you were just sitting around for being bored, but I guess I was wrong. Sorry for interrupting your happy time. Oh yeah, you interrupted our happy time. Cock block! Give me just a moment to announce on Twitter that I am streaming. I'll go ahead and let my Discord know. I'm not pulling until I get my Artoria. I want my Summer Salter. Okay, thank you for your patience. Let us resume. I see, it looked to me like you were just sitting around being bored. But I guess I was wrong. Sorry for interrupting your happy time. Oh, I already read that. But that is neither here nor there. From now on, no more board games until summer is over. And don't give me that bewildered look. This is important if you hadn't noticed. You may have managed to restore humanity, Sarah, but you're still a master of Caldea, right? And all the servants are horny and insane in this summer heat. Then as soon as you hear this, you'll have no choice but to hop to. I discovered a new singularity. Oh. Of course I would recommend the Heaven's Feel movies. They're fantastic. We just need the third one to clear them up. In general, I like watching the anime versions more than the visual novel, at least when Ufotable does them. At least when Ufotable does them, otherwise the visual novels kick ass. But we didn't hear anything from the command room. What's Da Vinci doing? I know, that's because I'm the only one who's noticed it so far, but it's still a big deal. It may not directly affect humanity, but it will affect the world negatively if something isn't done. Right, the same is true for all singularities that have been discovered to date. We have to resolve them, no matter how big or small they may be. Do you already have some information on the singularity's inner workings, Ishtar? More or less. There's a certain lord in charge of it, and she's running it right to the ground. Its land has gone barren, its grounds dry, its grounds burn day and night. Its people have gone berserk, and in all that mess, only the Lord grows fatter. Oh shit. My guess is that Small Fry succumbed to greed and transformed the place when she took it over, making it her own. At first I thought I'd just take care of it myself, but as luck would have it, this lady's got a number of heroic spirits working for her, which of course complicates matters. A boss and mid-bosses, so business as usual. Yep. That sounds like a singularity that could affect the foundation of humanity. We should tell Acting Commander Da Vinci and plan this out as an official mission. No need for that. This time I'll be providing you with divine protection personally. And besides, Da Vinci? She makes running Caldea seem like this big, super difficult job, but I could do it just as well as her. In fact, I've been wanting to order Sarah around. Offer Sarah the honor of taking part in one of my divine plans for a while now. Oh boy. The goddess Ishtar's divine protection. That does sound like an enticing offer, Senpai. Remember the incredible spell work cast on us in the underworld? That was such amazing divine protection. With divine aid from Ishtar, I believe we may just be unstoppable. I see. You're a good girl, Mashu. A little too good for my tastes. Anyway, you two go get ready to ray shift. The coffins are all set up. And I've already bribed some staff members to program the ray shift to your destination. Oh god, what did you bribe them with? Gems or lust? Oh, make sure you bring gear that's easy to... That's easy to move around in. This is going to be more competition than combat. There'll be hot places, cold places, all sorts of places, so you should be focusing more on comfort than on durability or protection. Competition? Gear that is easy to move around in. Ishtar, if you're going to be running this operation yourself, could you tell us a little more about it? Are you going to be helping us take down the Singularity's Lord without wanting compensation, or... Typical limited human thinking. No, I will play a much bigger, more pivotal role than that. There's no need to actually fight the small-timer. The queen ruling the Singularity. It'd be a big hassle, and I don't think she's got much money on her anyway. Besides, we shouldn't waste our precious summer fighting. Wouldn't you much rather have a fun, flashy festival that really gets wild? Last year you spent the summer on a desert island, right? So we need something even better this year. Don't you agree, Mashu? Indoor activities are all well and good, but wouldn't you prefer to make memories with Sarah in the great outdoors? I see. Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, then yes. Right? That makes all this trouble I've gone to worthwhile. Okay, so what I need from you two is to perform this little ritual I cooked up. It's something I put together myself just for this new singularity. If this ritual succeeds, the Singularity will be destroyed, and this so-called Lord will basically self-destruct in her own castle. Shit. I mean, you don't want to spend hours on end in the blistering sun, fighting wave after wave of over-muscled soldiers, do you? This way, all you gotta do is complete one little ritual, and you're golden. I really shouldn't spoil you humans like this, but I just can't help myself. Perhaps I'm too kind of a goddess for my own good. Feel free to show your appreciation by showering me with praise, or offering a mountain of gems in tribute. You're the best, Ishtar. A ritual, huh? If completing this ritual is truly all we need to do to resolve the Singularity, that would greatly lower the risk to Senpai. But that would also violate Chaldea's rules, so it's not a decision we can make ourselves. Fine. I didn't want to say this because it clashes with my whole divine authority thing, but I already got permission from Da Vinci to go ahead with it. I see. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about trusting you with this, but there doesn't seem to be any real issues with your plan. Alright, I officially designate you as the leader of operations for this singularity. I especially like how your plan doesn't require any of Chaldea's assets. That does sound like Da Vinci. I see. I'm relieved to hear that the acting commander has given her approval. Indeed, I've got the location all fixed up. The system is ready. The rules are in place. I've laid just about all of the groundwork. On top of that, I'm even paying for this out of my own savings. So again, don't be shy about showing your appreciation. You don't really have pockets, Ishtar. Ishtar paying for something herself? Singularity is one thing, but this is unheard of. We should have Da Vinci look over. Jesus Christ. Take a look at her spirit origin, Master. She might be turning into an altar. Oh, come on. Me spending my own money can't be that big of a deal. Besides, how am I supposed to place my bet if I don't cover my table stakes? I mean, what's a little money compared to the fate of humanity? Besides, with all these other goddess types running around, I consider it a good deed to remind them all who's still the top deity. Plus, I really do feel like you two deserve some fun once in a while, since you are technically helping me out and all. Well, I apologize. Yeah, I read the text before it shows up, I guess, because the sync is a little off, and I have no fucking clue how to fix that. She doesn't keep gems in her butt, okay? That would be unhealthy. Anywho, just do as I say, and this singularity will go away. You have the Ishtar guarantee on that. I see. Right, back to the ritual. There's just one problem. It needs participants, preferably powerful, first-rate heroic spirits, who will help and encourage each other. Here's a pamphlet with the event rules and entry criteria. You two will be running things rather than participating yourselves, but you should both familiarize yourselves with the rules. We're going to need good, solid operation-based, good, solid rules if we're going to have an exciting race, so I'm counting on you to handle that. Race? What are you talking about? There's more than one kind of ritual, you know. Sacrifices, dances, sending gifts of gems. I'm just taking that concept and running with it. That's right, this ritual is a race. The Ishtar Cup will be a cannonball run across the entire singularity. The idea is to carve magical energy directly into the ground by running across the singularity. But that's so boring that nobody would ever want to watch it, right? So I thought about it and came up with the brilliant idea of making the ritual a race. The way I see it, every goddess needs composure and a bit of playfulness. That's why this is going to be a major, Chaldea-wide event. I've got all the equipment in place to live stream and broadcast the whole thing, so we'll be giving it the full festival treatment. Thanks for helping out. Live streaming, broadcasting, spectator stands, checkered flags. This sounds like those F1 races I've heard about. Exactly, only in this race, heroic spirits will be paired into teams, and each drive a single vehicle. Naturally, I'll reward the winning team handsomely. I think a Holy Grail should do the trick, no? To put it another way, I'll use my divine abilities to grant the winners any one wish they'd like. After all, if I'm going to liven up the festivities, it's only right that I use my goddess powers to prepare a treasure or two on par with the Holy Grail. Palingenesis time! Talk about generous! I'm not so sure this is cause for celebration, Senpai. I still feel like there's something Ishtar's not telling us about why she's spending her own money. Okay, now that you're all filled in, I'm going to pass these pamphlets around Chaldea. I'll also be inviting servants to join the race myself, so we should get enough participants soon. I wonder what sort of reckless daredevils are going to volunteer. Oh well, with a goddess like me making arrangements, there's no way this race is going to be anything less than a spectacular success. And furthermore... Okay, that's all for now. Bye! What's with that laugh? What's with that laugh? Wait, sorry, I wasn't planning to say anything, but I just have to know. Yes? I'm extremely grateful that you've come up with a way for us to remove this singularity. And I suppose I can understand if this is all just one of your divine whims, but I guess it just seems like a little overwrought? I just don't see why this needs to be such a huge event. Why are you doing this? Didn't I already tell you? There are a number of reasons, but the biggest one is to make this. To make this? The best summer ever! Nice! Good job. Ishtar, you are great. Yes. Okay, so we get to choose a team. Oh, okay. Scheherazade is with Nitocris. But you know what? I gotta go with my Umu. I gotta go with my Umu. I just have to. Fast and Furious and High. Huh. Nice. You got Nitocris. Okay, now that Sarah's on board, it's just a matter of getting enough participants involved. But I think I should choose who to give the crown to myself, seeing as it's the most important part. There's no shortage of candidates to choose from, but I think I'll trust this vessel's instincts and give it to the ones who those two. There's a flyer here on the wall. The Ishtar Cup. Beat the heat with a cool summer race. A race? How delightful! One cannot hear the name Emperor Nero and not immediately think of my superb racing skills. That is, after all, how I won the chariot race at Nero Fest. And of course, my victory was strictly an honorable one, with no deceitful skullduggery? Never heard that word. Of any kind. I mean, I may have called for the race to be suspended temporarily when I fell off my vehicle, but I had no ulterior motive for doing so. Nonetheless, I cannot involve myself with this now. A race does sound nice, but I have already promised myself I will go to the beach with Master this year. I've even procured a new swimsuit for the occasion, so I shall pretend I did not see this flyer and... Oh, Sarah, excellent timing. I was just thinking about you. Are you unoccupied at the moment? Is your schedule open? No matter, I'm certain you'll free it up, even if it is not. I've been made to understand that there is a delightful soiree in Hawaii. Soiree? Yeah. I wish to attend. I am drawn as a moth to flame, but I would be lonely were I to go unaccompanied. Yeah, Ishtar's pretty crazy. I would love a Fate cart game. God, that would be so much fun. Are you the one who has formed a contract with me? I trust no further words are needed, Sarah. Let us go and enjoy a vacation in the tropical seas together. But I'd rather see you race, wink wink. What's this? You seem more radiant than usual. You gaze upon me with the fiery charm of a goddess, exercising her authority. Then you press me against the wall, use one hand to cut off my escape, and whisper sweet nothings in my ear. I've never seen you so passionate. Oh boy. You better ask for consent or this is gonna come get you down the line. No, not a card game, a cart game, like Mario Kart. Still, the race. Of course, I enjoy racing as well, but given how spring break turned out, I had my heart set on going to the beach this Please, I want you to take first place. I see. So you wish to cheer only for me, do you? I cannot refuse such a direct confession as that. The beach can wait until next year. You wish for me to take first place in the race? Then it shall be done. Admittedly, I do not understand why you care so much about this, but I, Nero Claudius, swear I will not fail you. And when I win, you shall be prepared to commend me with an embrace worthy of the occasion. I see there is a flyer on the wall. Ishtar Cup. Beat the heat with a cool summer race. Another worthless event. This Ishtar, what a shame to see a goddess given to frivolity. Chaldea is no playground. It is a collection of warriors who abide by strict rules, execute missions with focus and precision, and maintain order. In other words, it is an elite unit that does not take vacations regardless of the season. I haven't spent any courts yet. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Sorry. I did roll for my Summer Martha, and I did spend like 200, and I got her. So, yay! In other words, Indeed, none are exempt. Though if any deserved such a holiday, it would be Master, given her exceptional achievements under extreme duress. And if she were to go on such a holiday, I suppose, she would wish to visit the beach, as it is indeed summer now. The only beaches I know of are fraught with raging waves, but I imagine Anne Bonny could introduce me to a fine resort beach with clear skies and calm seas. Very well then, it is decided. I am off to the beach. Sarah, you shall accompany me. Yes, I believe that is what I shall say. It seems the summer heat has lifted even my spirits. Your voice is as lovely as ever, Artoria. What? How long have you been there? And why is your face glowing like that? You're the only one I want to cheer for. Very well, speak not another word. You have made your feelings quite clear. I am not so dim-witted as to be oblivious to the significance of such an act. Ordinarily, you ask for nothing, But today you have made your preferences abundantly clear. I am not incapable of understanding another's feelings. I am Tristan, merely passing by. I am the child of sadness, an ill-fortuned poet. If I may, my foul-tempered liege, did you say something? I thought someone was speaking to me. Indeed, you are correct. Begone, Tristan! As you wish, my liege. But what am I to do about this war? Unwelcomed intrusions aside, I have heard your feelings loud and clear. You wish for me to claim victory in this race, correct? However, as an alter, I cannot indulge in hedonistic pleasures. I cannot participate in this race as a king. And so I shall comply by taking a different approach. I shall take part in this dubious event by ensuring that it is conducted properly and fairly. Just you wait. When you next see me, I shall have a new class. I shall then dominate this Ishtar Cup affair and reign supreme as the greatest maid of all time. Once that happens, I expect to hear the rest of what you attempted to tell me earlier. When you do, see that your words of flattery are sufficiently eloquent. I know it's they call it Altria. I am protesting. Uh-oh, maybe I overdid it a little. I didn't think those two would turn out to be such pushovers. I feel like I might have just unwittingly set things into motion that might lead to some sort of serious carnage. Oh well, at least they're both motivated now, and I'm sure Sarah will figure out a way to survive somehow. Still, I don't want to stir the pot up any more than I already have, so I think I'll let Sarah handle the rest of the invitations. Da Vinci, it's me. I have need of your convenient genius. Oh, your majesty. What is it you want to Oh. Oh. What a wonderful outfit. You've made a complete 180 from your usual masculine getup. You call that masculine? To showing off quite a lot of skin. What a great way to start my day. I'll have to return the favor. Tell you what, just for today, I'll give you a 30% hottie discount. Thank you, but I'm not here for your wares. I am here for your skills as an inventor. Oh? I have here a blueprint for the vehicle I require. It must be red and embody speed, divinity, and Rome. I want you to use this blueprint to build for me the fastest, most powerful vehicle in the world, and it must be completed by tomorrow. Tomorrow? You want me to build you a custom-made race car? From scratch? In a single day? Correct, but as an emperor, I will not ask the impossible. I have plenty of QP, which I can quite handsomely compensate you. I see. Well, let me see the blueprint. Interesting. You clearly did your homework. If Holmes helped me out, I might be able to handle the engine and frame. But I'm afraid that's all I could do, Your Majesty. I just don't have enough helpers. Helpers, you say? What sort of help would you require? A welder, for one thing. I need a highly skilled welder in order to recreate this body as smoothly as the design calls for. Next, I'd need a dexterous artisan to put together the more detailed parts. It would also be nice if we had someone who could polish the body. Finally, we'd need an engineer, someone who could test the engine and measure its RPM and temperature when it burns gasoline. Very well then, I shall find these people. What is this? Who are you, and where did you come from? I understand your surprise, for I am just as surprised as you are. I was unaware that it was so pleasant to wear a swimsuit. Well now, if it isn't the Ice Queen Artoria, I must say, it's a surprise to see you like this. Well, yeah, I think it appeared in Fate Grand Order first, and then came to Extella Link. You're in a swimsuit, and you're saying you'll find me the help I need to build this car? Indeed, my original purpose in coming here was to have you build me a race car, but it appears Drama Queen here was one step ahead of me. How unfortunate for you, Trenchcoat. But it is fortunate that you are quick to grasp the situation. Now that you understand, I have beaten you to the punch, you may go. There was no place for you here. If anyone here is fortunate, it is you. Ordinarily, I would not hesitate to take your place by force. But today I'm here to see justice served. At any rate, I took a look at your design, and it does seem as though it would be a formidable race car. It is somewhat evocative of my sacred sword. Drama Queen, I presume you shall be participating in the Ishtar Cup? As will I. I was planning to compete alone, as I specialize in motorcycles. However, upon closer examination, there was a stipulation in this race's entry rules. As you seem to have missed in your... ebullience? I shall enlighten you. Take a look at this here. Racers must compete in teams of 2, with one driving and one acting in a supporting role? Indeed. I was as dismayed as you were when I first noticed this. A good maid works alone, after all. Her role is to serve others, not to be served herself. But such are the rules of this event. Thus I came here intending to procure a vehicle, and happened upon another servant seeking to enter alone. Drama Queen, you and I might not care for one another in the slightest, but we have few options. Shinjuku Salter is one I like better, but it is the same person, so it's just a matter of the outfit. Ooh. I got a subscriber. Thank you. And so I offer you, the lowest of all sabers, a chance to team up with the greatest. If you can cooperate with Tamamo Shark, you can cooperate with me. Do not stand there twiddling that antenna-like hair strand of hair, thinking you will have another chance. You will not. This is a one-time offer. Team up with me now. I knew you were dull and dour, but I did not know you were so dreadfully blunt as to be this dull. Very well. I shall overlook your incorrigible insolence. However, I will ask you one thing. Why would you go to such lengths to ally with me? Surely there are others you could ask. I have my reasons. However, this much is certain. I must win this race, no matter the cost. If that means I must work with someone like you, so be it. At this moment, I require a skilled partner more than I do a familiar subordinate. You mean the aoge, not the ahegao. Ahegao is that orgasm face. You appear to be accustomed to racing, and you seem to have more than your fair share of luck. I see, so you're utterly determined to win this race. What a coincidence, I am too. Very well, I accept your invitation. Fortunately, I have no interest in the reward, so you may have it. Is that so? If it is not the reward you seek, why do you race? For the honor of victory, of course. That is worth more than any mere physical reward. It's surprisingly hard to read this off of a phone, so I apologize. My eyes kind of get strained because my phone is relatively small and holding it steady can be difficult. That said, if this reward will aid Master in some form, I won't hesitate to keep it all for myself. Is that so? For me, it is the complete opposite. I most certainly seek the physical reward. It should be of use to Master, after all. Of course, the important thing is to demonstrate my superior strength above all else. Then it is settled. Wow, that was the scariest handshake I have ever seen. You'd think you were about to fight each other to the death instead of team up. I can endure some humiliation if it will bring about my victory. Very well, Trenchcoat. Or shall I call you Dark Maid? I shall permit you to join me, but first, there is something of utmost importance we must decide. It would be nice if we could do it amicably, but I am sure this would be out of the question. Ah yes, I was thinking the same myself. We are both sabers. A duel is our only option. Let us do battle to see which of us shall be the driver. Do you get audio yourself? I do not, unfortunately. Oh shit, do I have to play this with everybody? Oh. Oh well, okay, this is gonna take a little while. But it should be fun. The Fran Show. I'm not gonna stop because you yelled at me. Special translation. I think I've got some company coming. Let me confirm. AC bad, electricity bad. Hate summer. Too hot, can't think. Why is it so hot? What an artificial life form like me ever do to deserve this? Humanity, the world, peace, love, they're all things you can't see, but you can still feel their effects. Well, I guess humanity obviously exists, but you still can't see it as a collective entity. You should think about individual humans separately. That is, everyone's special in their own way. Geez, Fran, you're quite the talker when we don't know what you're saying. There's only one of me, or am I wrong? It's so hot my vision's starting to go blurry. There's an AC in Master's room. Conserving electricity is very, very important. But Master is also important, and she needs AC. Okay, I'm going to cool off. A flyer? A car race? What's this all about? Good day, innocent artificial life form. I am the anonymous, glorious, glamorous, magnificent, beautiful, magnanimous goddess of the planet Venus. So many adjectives. And aren't glamorous and beautiful just about the same thing? Not quite. Hey, you know, with my goddess power, I can tell what you're saying. What's wrong with putting some extra emphasis on my beautiful beauty? Heed my words. You must complete in the race, for the howling winds will cool your poor body. And if you succeed in repairing the singularity, Master will be sure to praise you handsomely. Goodbye, overheating. Hello, cool breeze. Now go find yourself a race car right away. Honestly, I know you're up to something. But you don't seem like you mean Master any harm. So I'll go along with whatever it is. What do you mean? I'm not up to anything. Now Jesus Christ. Now go put on a swimsuit and fix that singularity. Oh, but you'll need a vehicle and a partner. I think I know where I could find both. Great. Okay, I'll let you take it from here. Just bring your entry form to Sarah when you're ready. Okay, bye now. Okay, first off, I'd better look for a partner.
Babbages. We need some Babbages in the house.
Ha 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 ha! Sorry, we've already entered with Helena. What are you doing, you mangly plebeian? Oh, mangy plebeian. Jesus. The race is almost upon us. We need to get this machine working tonight, even if it kills us. That does it. I'm going ahead and using alternating current here. We'll get far more power that way. Don't do it, Tesla. Using alternating current there would cause all of Chaldea to blow up. How do I know that? Because I purposely set it up that way. Oh, and he exploded. You mangy plebeian. I'll kill you. Bring it on, you half-witted eccentric. I've got a billiard ball sandwich with your name on it. Billiard ball. Oh yeah? I wonder what Tamamo Cat will say when she hears about that. That's playing dirty, you fiend. She has nothing to do with this, and you know it. Ah, enough. Just shut up already. Shut up. Why is Tesla a white lion? Well, he's not quite. Well, that was a bust. There's only one other machine I can ask. But I really didn't want to ask him. Pretty sure Mordred would team up with you. But she seems pretty reckless, too. I guess it's now or never. I just wanna live forever.
Just do what Zokin does. I don't know what Zokin does. But he lives for, like, forever.
Oh, who needs to live forever?
No, you said you wanted to live forever, so I just said...
Oh, I was just quoting it because of the song, but yeah. You're Victor's girl, aren't you? What do you want? The last I heard, all of Chaldea's staff and servants told me. Please, we need you to go somewhere, anywhere else during the summer. With all that steam, you make everywhere you go into a sauna. It's worse than the humidity in Japan. It's so bad we have to wear swimsuits all the time. Why, thank you, Babbage. We could deal with that if it was just Master. But Blackbeard keeps staring at us, like, a lot, so... Which is why I've stolen away to London to play with stray cats and stray Jack. Blah blah blah-de-blah. I see. So you need a racing vehicle and a partner. Very well, I will help you with the latter. However, there is still one rather significant problem. I presume you wish to take part in this race, in order to beat the heat, but if I am close by, you will almost certainly be hotter than ever. That, of course, would completely defeat the purpose. Ha 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 ha! You seem to be in something of a predicament. Who are you? I am... How should I go about this? Ah, yes. You may call me Professor M. Well, Professor M, Victor's girl doesn't seem to trust you. Oh, come now, why not? She should all be but swooning over the mysterious, devilishly dapper gentleman.
They're really not holding back on the adjectives.
My esteemed colleague finds that prospect highly dubious, as do I. I always said Babbage, but I could be completely wrong. I haven't done his lore yet. Phooey. Now, what do you want, Professor? Now that your identity is anything of a mystery at this point, or not that your identity. Wouldn't it be faster and easier to just tell us your true name and spare us this pretense? Gentlemen so devilishly dapper as I must always fulfill certain obligations. At any rate, young lady, you seem to be in need of a racing vehicle. Indeed she is. I have agreed to be her partner, but without a vehicle. That does us no good. And the two great heroic spirits who shine brightest in unpredictable circumstances like these, namely Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, have already joined Helena Blavatsky's team. Even if I were to start making a steam-powered vehicle right now, without their help. What a pity. Given your engineering skills, financial muscle, and management capabilities, there is indeed little hope of you finishing a vehicle in time for the race. I hate to admit it, but you're right. However, with my assistance, you may banish all doubts and concerns. Huh? I can assure you that with me involved, your search for both a suitable vehicle and a partner will go as smoothly as the perfect crime. Of course, I expect to be fairly compensated, but don't worry, I won't be so cruel as to take you, I've never heard of that phrasing. Take you for all the pair of you possess. A moment, if you would, Professor. By all means. Yes, it's clear he has some sort of ulterior motive. But whatever it is, I expect it would only become a concern were we to win. Given that your goals are to cool off and help Master, I don't believe his plan should pose any problem for the time being. And the fact is, we have no choice but to accept his help, if we were to compete at all. I don't suppose you could hurry it along a bit. It really is rather hot in your vicinity. Well then, what is your answer? Please, help. I must commend you for taking the trouble to speak. I know it is difficult for you with your madness enhancement. Very well then, I shall gladly offer my... Papa. Ugh. A certain math professor would later go on to describe the impact of that single word. It hit me like a proverbial ton of bricks. It made me realize like nothing had before. Just how powerful and beautiful words can truly be. Yes, I must confess, it was the first time I ever shed a tear. That single word made me feel as though I had lived a full life. A decent, upstanding life. Fran. Huh? Just leave everything to Papa. I promise I will do all that is within my power to help you win. A daughter. I have a daughter. Are you sure about this? You were just following the procedure in that book, Evil Servants and You, a survivor's guide, that Chaldea gave us? Let me see. When girls with a specific age range refer to SA-156, commonly called Professor, as Papa, SA-156 may respond by harming others in the vicinity. However, under no circumstances will SA-156 harm the girl in question. If the subject is engaged in preparing an evil scheme, see Appendix E, the girl will generally have an opportunity to negotiate with them, thereby neutralizing the threat posed for a variable duration. See Appendix J. If the threat has been neutralized, contact a master and have them use a command spell to effect total sealing of SA-156. Oh, of the SA-156 incidents. Jesus.
English is fun.
I know. Well, yeah. I see. Now it all makes sense. Who are you gonna root for in the race?
Me or the extreme?
No, you.
Honestly, I have a guide that shows who gets me what mats.
Oh.
So I'm gonna support everybody until I max out my Ishtar.
It's one of those things.
It's
You
weird.
kind of have to do everybody.
Otherwise, I just do Salter and Nero.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. So, Professor. Yes, what can this proud new Papa do for you? They're treating him like an SCP, yeah. Regarding our vehicle, I assume you have something in mind? Alright, right you are. The vehicle. I will have it ready in a jiffy. That soon? Haha, it is wonderful to see you in such high spirits, Fran. Incidentally, Mr. Babbage, how much do you know about hypnotism? Hypnotism, As a man devoted to steamcraft, I cannot say I've ever had any use of it. I see, however, there are many inventors in this world who are not overly scrupulous. Take this conversation I overheard at the cafeteria the other day, for example. I wonder what it would be like if Babbage could transform, like one of those robots. An excellent observation indeed, Mr. Edison. First, he could go... Yeah, and then this could turn here, and that could turn here. And before you know it, he could end up like this. This rather enthusiastic conversation was eventually supplemented by several diagrams and illustrations. I found the idea of creating a new transformation for you to be fascinating, so I investigated it further between carrying out my duties. I have a very bad feeling about this. And I succeeded. Huh? What? But surely I would remember if you modified me like... Ugh. That's right. The blue bird of happiness was calling from within all along. And to prevent you from realizing it before now, I hypnotized you to erase your memories. Voila, the perfect crime. So, this is what astonishment feels like. Ugh. Now then, Babbage, let us begin. Steam transformation! Go, go, Power Rangers! Goodness me, I really had no idea I could transform like this. I can't say I approve of you erasing my memories without my knowledge, but at the same time I cannot complain about this particular function. This should provide a great racing experience for her as well. Not for nothing I am called the King of Logic. With the three of us together, our victory is assured. Ouch! Why did you do that to your papa, Fran? Ah! It seems she's upset with you on my behalf, for modifying me without my permission. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I implore you. She says you should never have done that, but I forgive you. Ah, what a relief. Now then, Fran, Babbage, remember that we are dealing with that no-good goddess. There is no doubt whatsoever that there is more going on here than merely fixing a singularity, but we can blow right past that as long as we win this race. Huh.
My wife is so present in the story, I love it.
So, how's the participant list looking? It's going well, Ishtar. Everyone is excited for the race. A great many things are still making me more than a little uneasy, but I am really pleased to see everyone enjoying themselves with this. Master! Who said that? I don't recognize that voice. Good morning, Master. That was easy. What? What? Fran, did you just talk? I mean, I know there have been a few occasions when you've talked in the past, but... Morning, Mass. I guess I'm still having trouble with those sounds. Mass, match, mash. Was that good? Yes, that was fine. Thank you, Fran. But what's going on? How did changing into a swimsuit help you talk? Wait, hold up. Frankenstein's supposed to be a berserker, right? But she's looking a lot like a saber right now. I don't know who's going to have a fit. Is it supposed to be? Oh, right. Heroine X. This awful feeling in my heart can only mean one thing. A new saber has been born. Just you wait. I'll be there at light speed to cut you to ribbons as soon as I finish my breakfast. But how did you end up as a saber? Allow me to explain. The Archer of Shinjuku. For the time being, I would prefer you address me as Professor M, or alternatively, Fran's Papa. I smell a crime afoot. Piffle, this is perfectly legal. Well, are you going to explain, or what? Oh yes, of course. Well, you see, when I gave Fran this swimsuit, I also made a few tiny improvements to her weaponry. And that clearly changed her class. The end. That was brief. I confess I'm only guessing about this. However, while she may be most widely known as a character from a novel, they are not the same person. Given how truth and fiction are so vaguely intertwined for her, I imagine it wasn't too difficult for her spirit origin to change. Babbage? Didn't you say you were going to hide out in London for the summer to avoid complaints about your steam? I did, but I've since changed my mind. We are hereby officially registering to compete in the race. In the race? All three of you? All three of us. Okay, setting aside team limits for the moment, what about a vehicle? You need to at least... I call it the Babbage locomotive form. Will this do? That was awesome! I know, right? Dude, Fran is not a loli. Fran is not a loli. She's not even human, technically. Senpai, why are you crying? I was surprised too, but I don't think there's anything to be sad about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not sad, Mashu. Those are tears of happiness. Deep down, Sarah has the heart of an 80-year-old boy. Oh, an 8-year-old boy. I guess an 80-year-old man would be pretty hyped about a transformation too, though, admittedly. Or girl, in her case. I see. I still don't understand the appeal very well, but I'll be sure to study it more in the future. Anyway, you're all set up as far as racing vehicles go. Team Electric Steam Feet Papa is now officially entered. Oh my. Alrighty. Mekamashu. You can't prove it as much as you can. Yeah. How deplorable. I am told there was a remarkable decline in public decency during the events of last summer. That there were people running around half naked on a desert island. How shameless. How terribly shameless. To think that young people. Lady Skahak was there as well, so, The fact that there were people who at least appear to be in the prime of their youth, amusing themselves in such a state of undress, were there. Unacceptable. Simply unacceptable. We were mostly just trying to not die. Is that so? Well, if you say so. Sarah, I'm certain it must be true. Had I only been present, I could have seen to it that propriety was maintained. But what's done is done. I cannot and have no desire to revisit the past. Right now I am concerned about the present. Do you know why? Summer is upon us once again. A familiar lightheartedness is already settled on Chaldea. No doubt that everyone will once again be disposed to similarly indecent revelry as part of this event. They will surely enjoy themselves, frolicking about, like young children might. That is all well and good, indeed. There is nothing wrong with that. It is sometimes even beneficial to combat the heat with an entertaining festival. However, I am gravely concerned. People may abandon decency and may cavort about in the nude, or in some similarly scandalous, salacious, sinful state of undress. They may engage in such unspeakable pursuits all summer, shamelessly, like beasts. Unspeakable pursuits? What do you mean? Did I not say they were unspeakable? Please, don't tease me anymore. It's outrageous. It's atrocious. I cannot stand. Whatever you think is happening, it isn't, I promise. And just, what do you think I think is happening? Orgies. Everywhere. We don't have to wait till summer for that. I have made a decision. What have you decided? I shall see to it that Chaldea's sense of propriety is not abandoned. Others may see fit to let their decency fall by the wayside, but I cannot permit it. Therefore, I shall transform myself using the power of the god of the East and execute all who would abandon decency. Oh, wait, did you just say execute? Gozuteno, reincarnation of Indra. Come to me, let your divine power descend from the sky, born from the relics of a rishi, to me. I am the prefect of public decency, Minamoto no Raikou. My yo-yo will punish all Oni who would disregard that which is right and decent. Worry not, master. I vow to keep your summer safe. Summer? Swimsuits? Event? Don't give me that nonsense. I will not permit it. Now. Not now, not ever. Though the gods... Oh, interesting. Though the Buddha may allow it, I shall see fit to it that all disorder is stamped out. And so, I am Lancer Minamoto no Raikou. A Lancer using a yo-yo? Oh, sailor uniform? Indeed. I'd probably better go ahead and just lay this out now, seeing as how there's a good shot things will get real out of hand one day. Yep, I'm talking about Raikou, the real her. When she was alive, she was super responsible, real hard worker. The leader of the Genji family was a whole lot of power, or has a whole lot of power, and she ain't shy about using it. She gotta protect the city no matter what. And she pulled it off, even with those skinny little arms of hers. Yup, she's a real badass. Super cool, as golden as they come. The part of her you know, that spirit origin's a berserker, so, maternal instincts? Whatever you call that. It's kinda gone into overdrive now. But all of that? Oh, but all of that? It's just a part of her, not the whole deal. Not by a damn sight. If for whatever reason, she was ever summoned with a spirit origin closer to the real her, like a saber, she'd be totally different. A cold beauty and a golden general all in one. For one thing, her instincts to keep the city safe would definitely get way stronger, and that maternal thing wouldn't be so strong. When she's doing a real job, there ain't no more responsible. Oh, there ain't no one more responsible. I knew that didn't make any sense. She's basically a super prefect. Hard to imagine. I'll hit you in an instant if it ever happens. Or it'll hit you. I'll hit you. Still, it ain't like it's the kind of thing that happens every day. And spirit origins don't just up and change on their own so easily, right? Well, clearly they do. What's up? Non-saber classes? Yeah, I could see that. She's even got a noble phantasm that'd fit the bill. If she became a rider, I guess that wouldn't be much of a difference. Oh, but a lancer's close to a saber. That'd pretty much make her... Oh yeah, that'd pretty much make her a shadow prefect. In other words... old-school Japanese female gang leader. I am Lancer Minamoto no Raikou, ready and willing to punish any who stray from the path of decency. Just look at this yo-yo. I shall wield it to fell any would-be evildoers in a single strike. She doesn't seem like the Matoi Ryuko type. Is something wrong, Master? You seem taken aback. Did my change of outfit surprise you? It's all just very impressive. Oh, are you wondering about this yo-yo? It is the only weapon that suits this appearance. Even I have learned at least that much about the modern age. There's a show, I'm trying to remember what it is, an old, like, 80s Japanese drama where they had a... It was what the character of Matoi Ryuko was actually based upon. Hanego Bancho? Is that it?
I got another 5-star.
Which one?
Vlad.
Oh.
Trash.
Even I have learned at least that much about the... Oh, sure, you said that. Chaldea does have a number of visual records. I believe they are called. I have spent a bit of time watching those. Isn't that series like 40 years old? Let me be very clear, Sarah. You have fought many battles, and if anyone deserves to rest a little, it's you. Overworking yourself is dangerous. Indeed, too much of anything can be dangerous. That is just as true as when it comes to taking a break in order to escape the heat, am I clear? Yeah, I know, she's got a swimsuit under there. Just because it is summer, that does not give one free rein to run about doing whatever one pleases. As the prefect of public decency, I will not permit it. I take it we have an understanding now? You seem to be missing a lot of your skirt. Is something wrong? She's completely oblivious. Well, that's what he's saying. When she's no longer a berserker, she's now kind of hypocritical about the whole decency thing. Now that I've materialized as a Lancer, I must set about maintaining decency within Chaldea. I am the Shadow Prefect. I shall do whatever must be done. Yes, I think I should begin with a patrol. There are young children here as well, so I must see that decency is maintained for their sake, as well as for Sarah and Kintoki. There was someone running around on Twitter trying to tell people they shouldn't wear those Aigao hoodies and shirts.
At
yeah. I'm like, fuck off. But the children! I'm like, dude, kids don't even know what the hell they're looking at. Mine is a heavy burden, indeed, but I shall pour all of my power into this task to see it through. Now, without further ado, let us see if there's anyone disturbing public decency. What is this flyer? Come have fun restoring a singularity? Get ready to rev your engines in the Ishtar Cup race this summer? Ishtar, the foreign goddess, who salaciously shimmies and shakes, strutting the side streets, shamefully showing sinful swaths of skin. Jesus Christ. This cannot stand. I smell decency being flouted. What's that you smell? Wait, hang on. Are you Minamoto no Raikou, the berserker? You look different somehow. Kind of divine or something. I can't put my finger on it. Good day to you, monk. I want to finally figure out how to fucking pronounce her name properly.
Ooms.
And I had the perfect guide for it at one point.
What are you looking up?
Oh, not that. No. This. Good. Okay, so the X sound is a sh sound. And the Z is the J, yeah. Xuanzang. Sanjang. That's a tricky word to say, but that is how you'd say it. Xuanzang. I'm just gonna call her that. Xuanzang. Hello. Xuanzang. I'm just gonna say that from now on to make life a little easier till I do the lore. What's up? This is far worse than I had imagined. Decency is being flouted. Decency, huh? What do you mean? I am already far too late. Behold, even a monk has let the summer event go to her head. This is so much worse than I could have imagined. The proof is here right before me. We are not even at the beach, and here she is, already frolicking about in a swimsuit. Hello, anyone home? Maybe she can't hear me. I guess she's pretty engaged in her conversation with herself. I don't want to bother her, but I do want to know why she wanted to talk to me. What to do? This will not stand, Monk Sanjang. What did I do? I will not stand for it. I absolutely will not stand for it. How could a proud and noble monk like yourself fall so low? Summer has only just begun and here you are, already wearing a swimsuit indoors. I forbid it. Swimsuit? Oh, I see now. You're talking about my outfit. I am. No, you've got it all wrong. See, the path to Tianzhu, is really, really hot, you know? So this outfit is a manifestation of how good it feels to go swimming in the rivers along the way. Make sense? I mean, it has crossed my mind once or twice that it might be showing a bit too much skin. Blasphemy! Oh, why is Fire Emblem Three Houses in the category? Because I fucked up. Can I edit that midway? Yes, I can. My bad. Because I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and it can be hard to do both, and I forgot that one step. But Wukong also said this outfit was better than my normal one. And Baji and Wu Jing agreed with him. Outrageous! I forbid it! I absolutely forbid it! Now it falls to me to see that you are reformed. Yes, reformed! Whoa, wait! Before you get up in arms about my outfit, maybe you should do something about yours? I mean, I can totally see your belly button in that. You're pretty much showing it off, right? But it really calls attention to how perfectly shaped your abs are. Almost like they've been carved out of rock. And that, slit in your skirt? Are you aware of how sexy that look is? 'Cause it's beyond sexy. I am nothing if not decent. This uniform is no less than the emblem of purity itself. Is there a problem? Even with your navel on full display, huh? But isn't that a swimsuit underneath your... No, absolutely not. I assure you that I'm not in high spirits at all. I have in no way given in to the temptations of summer. I am Minamoto no Raikou, guardian of decency. First, I shall tell you what you must do to reform. If you wish to reform, then come with me. I believe that is what the Buddha would want. The Buddha? She's telling me what the Buddha would want? That's some serious confidence. And what's more, it almost feels like the gods have blessed her in some way. I've got it. It's Indra, isn't it? Am I right? I can say only that the answer to that question will be made clear, should you ever see my noble phantasm's true name released. Oh man, I really want to see that. I really want to see that. Okay, I'm in. This seems like it should be a great time. I'll go wherever your path takes you. Again, this isn't a swimsuit, but so what? I want to see what you end up doing next. I knew a venerable monk like you would understand. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I am overjoyed to hear that you will reform by becoming a prefect and work by my side to preserve decency and order. Monk Xuanzang, I gladly welcome you to the ranks of Chaldea's prefect of public decency. Now, if I may change the subject, do you own a steed? A steed? I guess I could call on Bylong if you need me to. I have no doubt that the summer event is the source of this flagrant disregard for decency. Did I get made Alter? She's not on the banner yet. I'm gonna have to wait. But then I've got fuck tons of summon tickets waiting for her. Therefore, it is the prefect's duty to see decency is preserved by embedding ourselves in this event. Oh, you mean the Ishtar Cup? I saw some flyers about that. It looks like fun. Alright, let's do this thing then. I've never competed in a race before, but if you want to cross a continent, you've got to come to the right, you've come to the right monk. I may not always stay perfectly on the course, but you can bet I'll make it to the goal in the end. Besides, if we're gonna do this thing, we might as well be in it to win it. I can already tell you'll make a great partner, Minamoto no Raikou. I feel exactly the same way, as though I have gained an ally of immeasurable strength. Now let us be on our way. Together we shall protect decency, summer, master, and all of Chaldea. Who's on the first banner? I do have Musashi. The first banner's got, It's got Nero and... Who else do you know?
It has Nobu, Decrease. There's one more.
Yeah, it's weird that Nobu and Okita aren't partnered for this. They're inseparable.
I swear to God, if we don't get Summer Okita for this next event.
Summer. The beach. Swimsuits. The summer event season is here! I've been waiting for this moment. Last year's barbecue tournament may have ended in a draw, but this year will be different. A draw. I see you still refuse to face reality. I quite handily won that tournament. Oh-ho, so you remember our match last year, you oddball? I don't know what else I should have been expecting from the man who showed up at the beach wearing a suit. What a truly bizarre idea that was. What was in your head to make you wear such a tight suit? Was it all you could afford? Did it remind you of your boyhood? Regardless, it's sad to see one so lacking in fashion sense. It almost makes me wish I could share my all-weather suit with you. If anyone here has made foolish, bizarre choices in their manner of dress, it is you, since you seem to have forgotten. Let me refresh your memory. Our venue was a barbecue on the beach. We competed fiercely to prove which of us was the superior cook, even as the blazing sun cooked us in return. Of course, I remember that much, you fool. I also remember how I missed my chance to try Japanese beef. But that's my only regret. Why, you ask? Why? Because in the end, you turned pale and had to have Mrs. Blavatsky nurse you back to health, all because you were a vegetarian. What a right fool you looked. Though I will say you did look quite comfortable, using her lap as a pillow. Some gentleman you are. Wahahaha! Do you ever shut that oversized mouth of yours? You overly litigious, litigious? Jesus. Litigious?
It's not showing up on there.
I know. It's just being a dick on my end, though. I know it's working on the YouTube one, and I've got other stats to look at. Because she's trying to say, litigation, so... Ligidius furball? That does nothing to change the fact that victory was mine on paper. What did you say? That does it. This year I will prove one irrefutable fact to you on the beach. I'm the king of the barbecue! Bring it on, you mangy plebeian! God, I hate those guys. Litigias? They're fighting again. So I see. Fortunately, they're only arguing about barbecue for the moment. But if they were to fight over something serious, it could threaten the entire command room. Take that! Could you, not... Stop that! What do you two think you're doing? Just because it's summer doesn't mean anything goes. How many times do I have to tell you to use your words, not your weapons? You two should be ashamed of yourselves, quarreling like children. If that's how you'll behave, then you can take it outside. But don't take that to mean it's okay to fight as long as you do it outdoors, you hear? I'm sorry. Perhaps the summer has gotten to me. That's more like it. What a good boy you are. I'm sorry you had to see that. I think I'll go give myself some time to cool down. What a skilled mediator you are, Helena. The moment you glared at them, they turned meek as little kittens. Kittens, huh? Is that some form of modern slang? I guess they are like a couple of cute kittens. No wonder you're everyone's mom, big sister. You can call me a mom if you want. I don't care about my age anymore. I guess I'm just not mentally young enough to run around with all these youngsters anymore. Compared to most servants, I lived a very long life, so if anything, I feel like a granny. So you're a girlish grandmother? I know you wouldn't think it to look at me, but I really am an old lady. I find that hard to believe. Yeah? Mentally young? You certainly do look young, though. Could it be that you still retain all of your memories from when you were alive? You got it. I remember everything from my life, including my old age, as if I'd never died. So then, your servant form is the real Helena Blavatsky, from when you were at the end of your life? Sure is. But then, how come you don't look your age? Good question, you see. Don't heroes always materialize in their prime? Well, yes and no. Did I never tell you before that this is how I always looked? I put on my granny form whenever I went out in public, but in private, I usually looked like this. You mean you used magecraft? Isn't that... Yup, and I'm pretty sure I was in my prime in my twilight years. I put a lot of energy into writing my book, though I was frustrated almost all the time about how I couldn't manage to complete it. Oops. Here I've been trying to be all vague about my mental age, and now I've just come out and said it. Well, I guess it's simplest to just say that I'm a lot older than I look. Really? Really? I see. Thanks, I'll take that as a compliment. Good day, everyone. I just saw Mr. Edison and Mr. Tesla hanging their heads in shame out in the hallway. I presume that once again, Madame Blavatsky has succeeded in putting paid to one of their petty feuds. And I can see that from there as the topic turned to her unflappable calm. In turn, she went on to reveal quite on her own that she is much older in mind than she is in body. Furthermore, you really are amazing, Holmes. I can't believe you picked all of that up from just a cursory glance. That's very kind of you, Miss Curiolite, but I'm afraid I merely happened to overhear your conversation. I was cheating. Now here's the real problem. There's a problem? There is indeed, after all. Sarah, you said yourself. What she claims is difficult to credit, is it not? That while she may possess a calm and grown-up demeanor, seeing her as an old woman, even if only in mind, is something you cannot do. Nope. There you have it, Madame Blavatsky. She simply does not believe you. Mr. Holmes, there are some things one should never, ever say. What the fuck? Helena? My, it seems I've truly stepped in at this time. How terribly foolish of me. Now, would you look at that? I have urgent business far from here that I must attend to post-haste, so I leave you two to deal with this bullshit I created. Good day. No fair, Holmes, no fair. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. You don't trust me. You don't believe me. You don't trust me. You think I'm a fake, a phony, a fraud. Is that what you think of me? Is that how you see me? Please calm down, Helena. I don't know why Holmes was so strangely adamant about that. But Senpai never said she doesn't trust you. She just said that to express her surprise. I do believe you, I promise. Helena? She can't hear you anymore. Indeed, don't believe me, don't trust me, fake, phony, fraud. Those words remind her of a painful past. They cut very deep indeed, especially when spoken by those whom she feels great affection. Poor thing, she must be flashing back to how the Society for Physical Research used to revile her when she was alive. As far as Miss Blavatsky is concerned, those words are nothing less than a curse. In Eastern terms, they are akin to poking a sleeping dragon. Essentially, whenever she feels something that reminds her of the SPR, she is immediately overwhelmed. Thank you for both explaining what's going on. So then, Helena must have already suffered from those memories, when Senpai mentioned that earlier. Indeed, and then Sherlock Holmes came about and dealt the final blow. He is nothing if not skilled in the art of psychological warfare. Thus she suffered not one such blow, but two. Indeed, two is far greater than one. We know how to count, ha ha ha. Is it over? No, not yet. Here it comes. What? So that's how it is, huh? Fine. You want to call me a fraud? I'm a fraud, a magician, a conjurer. You say there's no such thing as Mahatma? Fine, I'm sure there isn't. I didn't say anything about Mahatma. It's not like anyone else in the world has ever had any idea what I can see and hear. I think she's experiencing a complete nervous breakdown. I was afraid that might happen. It's not often she becomes so completely overwhelmed and breaks down, but it has happened before. She is such a wonderful woman, full of pride and intelligence in abundance. But as with any feeling person, she can only take so much. This is what generally happens when she is pushed beyond her limits, and regretfully, we haven't helped matters by depending on her so much. We certainly haven't. I feel terrible for my part in this. Wait, come to think of it, where did that deer-stalker hatless detective disappear to? If he hadn't struck his pipe where it didn't belong, this would have never have happened. You're right. This is entirely his fault. Where did Surgeon/Holmes get off to? Or Seegerson/Holmes? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. I'll try searching for him with my radio waves. Damn, no luck. Cursed Holmes. He must have long since made himself scarce. And I suppose we have no choice. You and I have seen this sad sight before. Given the circumstances, it falls to us to set matters straight. Much as we did once in life. I don't recall cooperating with you in any Jesus. I don't recall cooperating with you in any prior capacity, you mangy plebeian. But for now, I will humor you and your delusions. Such a weird sentence. We do indeed have no choice but to join forces and speak to her. Indeed. Helena! Helena!
What is it?
You must not get carried away. You must not let yourself become isolated.
Isn't that...
Yes, that is what you once told us. There are indeed things in this world that cannot be reached or seen. It is true, not everyone can see them, nor can everyone reach them. You don't need to bear the brunt of every criticism slung your way in silence. But you don't have to respond with anger either. Isn't that right? Besides, it pains me deeply to see you so upset, my lady. Naturally, that goes for me as well. We want nothing more than for you to be happy.
I'm really sorry if I upset you. I don't think you have anything to apologize for, Senpai.
Good, we're almost there. Just a bit more should do it. I know that. We've gone as far as conventional methods can take us. We need something else that can take her mind off of things. Yes, you're right. What else could we? What's that poster there? Let's see. Come have fun restoring a singularity. Get ready to rev your summer engines in the Ishtar Cup. A race, huh? That's it! A race! By the way, Miss Blavatsky, now that it's summer, what would you say to taking part in a race?
A race?
There's nothing like a good race. Once you feel the wind blowing through your hair, you can forget all about your troubles, my lady. Indeed, there is truly nothing like a good race. For once, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And why wouldn't you? For one thing, they also make for great movies. Indeed, I am especially partial to the Thunderdome Rally. It's the best. Ha ha ha! As your skin-tight suit cut off circulation to your brain, everyone knows that the best kind of race is a cannonball-like one. What was that?
Please try to stay calm, you two. You were doing really well. Thanks for helping me snap out of it, guys. You too, Mashu, Sarah. I should know better than to fly off the handle like that at my age. I'm so embarrassed. Just forget everything you saw here, okay?
Already done.
Thanks. Now what's this about a race? A race, huh? Yeah. It might not hurt to do something like that for a change of pace. It might even be a good way to blow off some steam.
Excellent. Agreed. Besides, summer only comes once a year. You have every right to enjoy yourself now and then.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll do it. And there's no time like the present. Mahatma change.
Mahatma change?
Whoa. That is quite nice. What do you think? I tried changing my class, so I'd have a more 21st century summer look.
What? She actually changed classes. She's an archer now. I didn't know we could change classes so easily. Wait, hold on, that can't be right. Oh, pay it no heed. That's just how these sorts of events work. Not that I would expect a mangy plebeian like you to know that, of course.
Now, let's see. It looks like you need a partner for this race. Oh man, now what am I going to do? I already Mahatma changed my class. But my Kurama wheel is only big enough for one. The mobile lab I use as a caster can only carry more than one person at a time, but...
Not to worry. We were the ones to suggest this race to you in the first place. Naturally, you will have our full cooperation. Precisely. There may be plenty of heroic spirits more powerful, but they are none who could prepare a custom vehicle nearly so quickly as the two of us. There could be, for all you know. Right then, we have no time to waste. We shall build the supportive direct current Thunderdome at once. Thunderdome at once. Not a bad name at all. At least for a mangy plebeian, but I'm afraid we should call it the supporting alternating current Thunderdome. Direct current. Alternating current.
What about the supportive DC AC Thunderdome?
Done!
Great, okay then. Let's go have ourselves a great race.
Will do!
God, that was so long. So much text.
You haven't even gotten to like the actual event.
I know, and there's still 2 more of these. I don't know. I don't get the whole Thunderdome thing myself.
I'm going to be a rock star. What?
No, not another Gouda Gouda. Gouda Gouda Rockstar is born. No! Wrong event.
Hey, don't just throw up our title card like that. This isn't that kind of event. Wait. Nobu, has the endless heat finally driven you mad? Hey, wait a minute. How come it's so hot in here when it's always snowing outside? Is this some kind of freaky weather thingy? No, it's because we're squatting in the room next to Caldea's boiler. So we can't really complain about how hot it is.
Oh, shut up. Summer is supposed to be hot.
And yet here you are, Vice Commander. Sans coat because it's too hot. There aren't enough... Ah, Jesus, dog. There aren't enough chilled pickles in the world to cool us down. You're one to talk. You've taken off your jacket as well. Huh? No, this is just to show off the difference between a 5-star like me and welfare servants. Curse you and your change of clothes. Do you have any idea what it's like for those of us who are stuck with one outfit? Auntie, Cha-Cha wants a new outfit too.
I like it, do the Cha-Cha.
Fear not, Cha-Cha. Your troubles in this cursed heat will all be resolved once I become a rock star. It's no use.
Kana, what are you doing? Boy. It's just the neighbors, probably slamming doors.
Come on and slam.
Tesla does look like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, a little bit. Just a little. Like if he was trying to channel a superhero or something.
It's no use. Nobu is too far gone. I have to do something about it quickly. Jesus.
Okay, let me check that. Oh, it's probably a delivery.
Thank you.
What did you get?
This might be a couch cover for this thing. So that it's easier to clean.
Oh.
She gets it so hairy. My dog barks at the mailman. That's really what's going on.
There it is. Tenka Fubu. Auntie's corner-cutting one-woman strategy to unite all of Japan using military force that only His Imperial Highness understands. This is what leads to Akechi's betrayal. Nobu, you need to rest. Would you like some sort of Mr. Hijikata's... Wait. Would you like some of Mr. Hijikata's chilled pickles?
Okita, how dare you steal my snack? Are you looking to commit seppuku?
Fools, the lot of you. Very well then, I will explain my plan in small words, even so that you maroons can understand what I have in mind. Behold! What's this? A delicious event where the winner might be given something like a holy grail that can grant any wish they like?
That's the kind of scam where you promise someone something and then never give it, right? Cha-Cha knows all about it. Cha-Cha saw Holy Grail wars and stuff in the animes. Damn straight. I already know that. Things are never simple or straightforward when it comes to Holy Grails. Even a child from Owari learns... that from anime. That is not what caught my eye. Here, the part about the race being broadcast live with commentary. Wow, a live broadcast? To who? Well, I guess we saved humanity, so they're hanging. They can actually watch it now. There'll be spectacular stands of everything. Or spectator stands and everything. Sure looks like it'll be a big event. This looks to be like a lot of fun. Maybe Cha-Cha will go see it, just 'cause. Listen up. I am going to win this race, and then, when all eyes are upon me, I'm going to perform a commemorative concert on the spot. In other words, I will put on an event, by me and for me, that none shall be able to avoid. The Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, 2019 Summer Festival. That is my true ambition. And inevitably, I'll also sell limited edition Rakuichi Rakuza CDs and limited edition swimsuit figurines of myself. Thus, my popularity will skyrocket, and my coffers will overflow. What's that? Rakuichi Rakuza actually means free markets and open guilds. That doesn't make any sense as the title for a CD. You're overthinking this. Seems like a weird joke. What do I think of Symphogear? It's alright.
I finally saw Anaconda.
Yes, because it's on Netflix. And they got dub. It's not a bad dub.
I watched it in dub because I use it as background.
Mm-hmm. I hope you watch lots of the animation itself, because it is good looking too. But yeah, that show is Sad Boy. No, it's not that. I can imagine Okita figurines flying off the shelves easily enough. But who would want a stuffy old Nobu figure... Wait, did you just say swimsuit? Have you finally caught on, Princess of the Little Manslayers Club? Behold the figure of the Demon King, reborn for the 21st century. Return to the ashes from whence one came. I am Oda Nobunaga, the Summer Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. Nero is the one I would want most from the first banner, but I'm not going to. What about the El Malloy case files? I'm loving it.
Oh, I need to watch the newest episode. I know what we're doing after the stream.
Yeah. Where'd this light come from? Behold, my dazzlingly fashionable new figure. I had this outfit custom made by one of the world's top designers to capture my demon kingliness with a new, casual flair perfect for summer. I have no idea how to use this weapon, but you gotta admit, it's freaking cool! Did you just ascend, Auntie? I thought welfare servants couldn't do that. That doesn't seem fair. Who asked for this anyway? Uncle Nobukatsu? His Imperial Highness? I will no longer be relegated to a mere welfare servant. I am none other than the 4-star swimsuit servant, Summer Nobu, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. Wait, why aren't I a 5-star swimsuit servant? Because you're not showing enough skin. This can't be right. Nobu is supposed to be an unpopular servant given out for free as an event participation award. This shouldn't even be possible. Now I'm sure to steal the whole summer spotlight for myself, and once I win the race and perform my Atsumori concert, that attention will only double. Once I finish selling CDs, I'll start streaming on I guess that's CallTube. From there, it's only a matter of time until Nobu Fever takes the music world by storm. I may even release a Nobuloid featuring my voice. Oh god. I think I'll call it Odane Nobu. What? But this was supposed to be the year where I win the swimsuit competition, and Okita Fever sweeps all of Kyoto. Oh, poor... You have to wait like 2 swimsuit events at least. Shame.
Poor thing, you're so shocked that you're getting delirious. Why don't you take some medicine and lie down for a while? On a different note, Auntie, I trust you have a swimsuit for Cha-Cha as well? Cha-Cha wants to wear one of those micro bikinis she's heard so much about. Uh-oh. They're supposed to be amazing, right?
Not happening.
What? Why not?
I used all your gold to make this outfit.
What?
Also, all of the Shinsengumi's money.
What?
Well, there's nothing in the rules that prohibits a non-Shinsengumi member from using it, right? Did you hear that, Mr. Hijikata? What's the penalty for embezzling Shinsengumi funds? Seppuku!
All of Cha-Cha's gold, Auntie? This will not please Sakichi either. Not one bit. I'll burn you. I'll burn you good.
Oh, wait. I can explain. Once I become a world-famous Nobu star after my concert, there might be another Guda Guda event. In time, we might even get a new Imperial City Holy Grail arc. Huh? That won't happen? Ever? No matter what? No more talk. To pay back for this, and for stealing my chance to finally be a swimsuit servant, you shall feel the wrath of my embezzlement seppuku strike! Seppuku's supposed to be done to yourself, though. Ooh, you got Nero.
I did.
Nice.
I wanted a craft essence.
Cha-Cha was planning to go on vacation to Atami with His Imperial Highness's money. This is for dashing that dream. Roast Auntie Sun Castle.
This can't be happening!
They killed her. Oof. Such a shame. All they had to do was pick Summer Okita, and this could have been averted.
I know, right? I would have been rolling for her. I still need regular Okita, though. She ran away.
Farewell, Auntie. Cha-Cha will make sure your pudding doesn't go to waste. How come you're staring at the event flyer so intently, Mr. Hijikata?
It seems there will be many servants competing in swimsuits. Fascinating. Come, Okita. We're off to spectate. This is no time to be sweating away by the boiler.
This is a whole other kind of fired up for him.
I thought I was done for back there. I even went through vanishing animation and everything. At any rate, it's a pity those fools.
Do you pity the fools? Oh, I couldn't see that brilliance of my plan.
And here I was going to let one of them at least be my driver, since I don't have a riding skill. I'm still going to need a driver to enter the race, though. Now what do? I can manage on a horse well enough, but I know nothing about cars. It's a shame Goro isn't here. I imagine he would have made a decent driver. It seems that you could use my help, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. Who said that? Who are you? An excellent question. Hello and good day. I am the one who will kill every win every space race in the galaxy. I am the ultra-skilled racer you may know as Mysterious Heroine. Oh, I remember you from a couple months ago. Let's see, Mysterious Chosokabe Heroine X, was it? Or was it Ryuzoji Heroine X? Or Fifth Wheel of the Four Retainers? Shut up, no more Guda Guda talk. I mean, what were they even thinking with that sloppy entrance and then the quick, lame exit? You know what? I'm gonna say it. That whole scheme felt artificial. Though I did like how happy X Alter looked when she had that okonomiyaki on the way home. Of course, I had another helping of modonyaki myself, but that isn't why I'm here. I'm glad to see you enjoyed my event. Now who the hell are you, anyway? Are you another stray Artoria who wanders around sampling food or something? No, but it does sound like a great way to spend a summer. But this time, an entirely different version of my usual self. Take a look at this, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. What? A space driver's license and galactic certification? That you possess an EX riding skill? I see you know your stuff. Alright, I've had enough of this blank name and silhouette crap, so I'm getting rid of them. There, that's better. Yes, it's me, the driver who will run over every I mean, the ultra-skilled racer who can pilot any ship in the universe. Mysterious Racer X. You're hired. Hire me and you'll get to park anywhere you want in the universe. Receive discounts at the Universal Parking Cafeteria and... Huh? Just like that? Not even an interview? Are you sure you don't want me to prove my skills or haggle over my pay? Like in the Magnificent Sabers? I've got my resume right here if you want to take a look. My first appearance was in the April? Nope. I can see the fire of grand ambition burning in your eyes, and I can see that nothing will stop you from fulfilling that ambition, no matter what. Whoa, you can tell I have noble ambitions? Indeed, you have the air of a true hero about you. One who would totally save Britain or something. You got all that with just one glance? Yep. I am an excellent judge of character. I can't believe I've found someone who understands me. I can't refuse now, or my inner artorium would weep. Okay, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, it's a deal. I swear to use my space hero piloting technique, honed in years of galactic travel, to win this race. And that I will also mow down any sabers who happen to be on or in the general vicinity of the track. She's gonna play GTA with sabers. Thump, 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 thump. It's like, oh shit. There's not so many sabers in this event? Sure there are. In the spectator stands. Oh god. I can see it now, the face of a saber enjoying a bite of ice cream without a care in the world. Little does she realize that this is a dangerous drag race. There's no telling what could happen. A vehicle might tragically veer into the stands, and catastrophe may ensue. Such horrible accidents have been known to happen in the racing world. She's starting to sound more Demon Kingish than me. Oh well, it can't be helped. Thus, Nobu, the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, begins her journey towards rock and roll fame. Her vehicle, the Galaxy-class illegally supercharged Demon King of the V6 Heaven. Her enemy, interference from a mysterious Shinsengumi woman, shadowing their every move. Unfortunately, innocent bystanders, saber faces. What any of this has to do with rock stardom is anyone's guess, but what the hell, let's enjoy it. Tune in next week for... Huh? You get disqualified for attacking spectators? Oh, come on! Little did they know that their race would end in... Stop that!
What do you think of Summer Nobu?
Meh.
Meh.
It's like you put on a t-shirt.
That's where the Buster shirts came from. So
I know.
I actually kind of like her. If there was one servant I wanted from the first banner, it would have been Nobu. But no.
What is that papyrus-like object? Servant competition? The Ishtar Cup? Resolve a singularity and have fun doing it. Speed is beauty, and beauty is speed. Take home the glory of victory today. Oh my. What incredibly powerful words. This is my chance to demonstrate the power of pharaohs to the world. She's pretty much wearing a swimsuit anyway. It seems I spoke too soon. All teams must have both a driver and an assistant. All of my dreams shattered in a single sentence. Now what do I do? My Medjed cannot drive. Huh, I guess I have no choice. It may be a bit impudent of me, but I shall just have to get another great pharaoh to be the driver. And let me help them as their assistant. That need not be front and center, so long as Pharaoh wins and demonstrates... Oh, so long as a Pharaoh wins and demonstrates our greatness to the world. Alright, now that that's decided... This is awful. It was far too hasty. My first pick was Cleopatra. But after Lord Caesar declared, "This is a time for feasting, not war. I'll need to grace a dining establishment with my presence to secure its everlasting popularity. What juicier business could there be than that? I shall call it Emperor Gourmet. I shall look into expanding it into other medias as well." And left on a trip to sample all the delicacies of the world,
Cleopatra just left a note saying, I'm going on a trip with my husband, and ran off after him. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling. She's obviously stalking... No, never mind. Next, I paid a visit to the Pharaoh Iskandar, who is of course nowhere to be found as usual. And finally, Pharaoh Ozymandias, the one who I was hoping would join me, said, Ridiculous! You would have to compete in an event for mere peasants. Summer is meant to be spent in a chamber of stone, with a bowl of fruit, yet you wish to compete with other heroic spirits over something as trivial as speed? Have you mistaken yourself for a bird? Oh, right, you are a bird. I suppose you cannot really help that. Pay the last part no heed. However, the very idea of spreading the pharaoh's glory by winning a race is a losing proposition. A true pharaoh needs not spread his glory, for the world already basks in the light of our splendor. None could question that we tower over the common masses. What point is there in proving the obvious in something so foolish as a race? Yes, you're absolutely right, Pharaoh Ozymandias. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I will forgo the race, so please, forget we ever spoke of this. No, you will compete, and of course you will win. Huh? But didn't you just say there is nothing for us to gain? Wrong, you fool! There is nothing for me to gain. It is, however, my long-held belief that you lack the force of presence, to drive your opponents into proper submission at your feet. This presents a perfect opportunity to remedy that particular shortcoming. Thus, Queen of the Heavens, you will enter the Ishtar Cup. There you shall use your beauty and nobility to easily defeat common heroic spirit opponents. That is an order from the God King. And should you lose, I trust you understand what awaits you, Pharaoh Nitocris. I am magnanimous when it comes to heroes, but I have no mercy for cowards. Do not disappoint me. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! This is terrible. Not only did I get scolded about being a proper pharaoh, I couldn't even tell him that I wouldn't let him down after he placed such great trust in me. I'm so ashamed. I'm a terrible pharaoh. I wish I could just crawl into a hole and disappear. Alright, let's just calm down. All that's changed is that I cannot look back out now. Besides, it's exactly because I'm lacking that I can't pass up this opportunity. What's more, Pharaoh Ozymandias called me Pharaoh Nitocris. I can't let him down now, in order to spread our glory even further throughout the world. I will just have to work harder to become a proper pharaoh myself. That is my task. That said, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. As the registration deadline is drawing near, I suppose my only option at this point is to be the driver myself and find someone else to be my assistant. At the very least, they will need to be a servant who is appropriately in awe of us pharaohs. There must be someone like that around here. No, nobody here either. I'm running out of time. Isn't there anyone here who can help me? Anyone at all? At last, you there. The woman with the familiar-looking color scheme. Yes? Let me ask you this. Do you believe in pharaohs? Do you hold them in high regard? Yes, I suppose so. They are kings, after all. Excellent, you pass. Prepare yourself, gather your things. You shall have the honor of joining me in a race. This is a great privilege. You are blessed with the chance to assist me in showing the world the true splendor of grandeur of the pharaohs. And grandeur of the pharaohs. What? No thank you, just the thought of racing terrifies me. I'm sure I would end up dying. What? Is that all? I really don't want to die, so if you'll excuse me. Wait! You're the only one I can ask, and the deadline to register is almost here. I'm very sorry, but I really must refuse. Alright, I won't ask you to do it without recompense. You said you don't want to die, right? If we win, I'll use my own techniques and ties to the underworld to create a special talisman for you. If death comes for you, it will shatter in your place. While it can only be used so many times, it should still help you escape death. I see, is that true? I swear on the gods in the underworld, with the gods in the heavens, and in the name of all the pharaohs. That said, creating such an object is the culmination of every bit of magecraft I know.
so it cannot be done easily or lightly. But this pamphlet says that the winners of this race receive a holy grail from the goddess Ishtar. With that sort of power, I should be able to make it. All I want is for a pharaoh to win this race. I have no interest in the prize. A talisman that would let me avoid death. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Doesn't it, though? Now give me your fingertip for a moment. Presses it onto the entry form. There we go. With a talisman like that, I might not have to look up and down the street 10 times before I cross. I might not have to cut my steaks into tiny little pieces to ensure I don't choke. Might even be able to stop going into the kitchen at every restaurant I dine at and testing my steak with my personal thermometer to make sure it has been cooked well enough to kill off all the bacteria. Huh? There, the application form is now complete. Now that the biggest obstacle is out of our way, it's only a matter of time until we win this race and the glory of the Pharaoh shines brighter than ever. I mean, it already shines pretty bright thanks to all the other great pharaohs, but this way, it'll be as bright as Ra himself. Maybe then I'll finally be a pharaoh I can be proud of, even just a little. Anyway, this is going to be a long journey, so make sure you're ready for anything. So she got roped into it. There's probably no cooling off period for a contract made with a pharaoh, is there? Not to mention, it looks as though this race is meant to repair a singularity. In other words, it will help master. In which case, I suppose this is the least I can do, to try and make amends. I'd better make absolutely sure that there are enough safety measures in our vehicle. Oh my.
You good?
Yeah.
There's a lot of reading.
Enough to yawn, take a breather. Ugh.
My Ishtar's level is 60.
Opening ceremony. Oh, I get to use a guest servant. Well, fuck yeah, it's gonna be Artoria. Decline? I don't know who the fuck that is. Assassins. Oh, it means I can bring my shike. Oh yeah, my party's been all fucked up thanks to the other summer event. Now I can finally just like make a party that works out well.
I usually just reset them all after the event.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a button to reset them?
Yeah, go to the edit party. Well, not all of them, you gotta do it one by one, then you can clear all.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna work with this one anyway. Mashu, I'm gonna put you in the back, because you're wonderful. No reason we can't have our waiver. Wait, do we get event bonuses for old craft essences? No.
No.
So I don't have any yet.
You haven't rolled?
No. Probably should. I got a voicemail, huh? I'll check on that later. Can only imagine what it is. Excuse me while I set up my party. Let's get arts up. Quick. Wait, nope, don't do that. Quick card, arts card. I guess. Yeah, I'll just put this one on. I should do it. I should do it.
Gotta do it, dog.
How long do I plan to stream? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty damn good turnout, so keep it up. Got 101 folks in the stream. That makes me very happy. I want to continue. Connection. Retry Idjit. And I technically haven't. Come on, run away. You don't have to stay. We're nearly out of time. But you're doing fine. So stay on track. And don't look back. Just feel the pace. Come on now, race! Everybody supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground. I actually really like the music from that game, as corny as it is. This place is packed. It really is, isn't it, Senpai? I wasn't expecting this to be such a huge event. It's almost like a carnival. A lot of servants turned out to watch in the spectator stands, too. I saw them on that jumbo-sized screen not too long ago. I wonder if Ishtar paid for that as well. This must have all been very expensive. It's not just the facilities either. Ishtar has also hired a number of servants to staff the event. That has to be a pretty significant expense, too. Does seem very generous of her. Sheesh. I can't believe she didn't make arrangements for even a single food stand. A race isn't just for the racers. It's also for the people who come out to watch. Just look at this food cart I set up. I've got kebabs, hot dogs, fried noodles, snow cones. Fuck, you're making me hungry. And a super hot steak griddle I projected specially for today. It's all so perfect, I almost scare myself. Hey, mister, one cotton candy, please. Cotton candy. Cotton candy, right. I guess that is a popular summer treat, isn't it? I should have realized it sooner. Let's see, a cotton candy machine. You can cheat and just project everything he needs. I think that should do it. Coming right up, girls. How does extra caramel sound? You don't put caramel on... That does sound yummy, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. That looks like a cloud. Can you really eat it? Of course you can, though it's actually just melted sugar spun into a cotton candy-like treat. Or a cotton-like treat. I want to go get some ice cream today now. That'll help for my throat for talking so much. You can have as much as you'd like as long as you've got QP to pay for it. There's no such thing as a free lunch, after all. Don't you mock me, of course I have QP. In fact, I shall even pay for those two as well. Now give it to me. All of it! I think I shall take a picture of that too. Georgios is a photographer? A fine shot if I do say so myself. The subject is perfect, and the composition flawless. It seems the job of record keeper suits me. I would love to see this animated. God, that would be fun. Or like a little mini game where you could actually do the races. This is the best. I don't even know why racers are always treated as summer events. But as far as those things go, this one is awesome. After whatever happened during spring break, with me not showing up at all until the fall, and countless new girls popping up left and right, Jesus. Elizabeth, you're in every fucking event almost. Things were looking pretty dicey for me for a while.
You don't say that about Altria.
Well, she's not in a lot of them. And if it is, it's like big boob version or something.
Listen. Let Elizabeth have this.
But then I got offered the sweet modeling gig. All you have to do is stand around in this bikini, which I don't complain about. This is great. I always wanted to try being a booth babe. Noise. Go on, Mr. Cameraman, snap away. I stayed up all night working on this pose. This summer, supermodel Liz makes her debut. Wow. Ari-chan, when are you coming home? What a sad picture she paints, but she herself is so happy I cannot bring myself to tell her.
I thought she gets off at 5.
I guess so. Actually, no. No, she started her early shift. I must at least capture the dark side of this event as well. It is my duty as an official record keeper. She truly does make for a poor subject. I wonder where I could find Lady Skahak. Huh? What's with the pity eyes? I've got a great body, I'll have you know. Look, Senpai, it's the racers. Would you like to say hello to them? Good idea, I think I will. Oh, if it isn't Sarah, have you come to cheer me on? How very kind of you. But then I suppose it's only inevitable that you would, as inevitable as all roads leading to Rome. After all, were it not for you. What are you prattling on about? Have the roses finally gotten to your head as well? Sarah is here to cheer me on, after all. No, as a summer maid, I suppose I should not say anything that might lead another to be jealous. How unusual to know the victor before the contest even begins. It does make for a decided lack of excitement, but it is certainly not a bad feeling. I don't know why you're both acting so strangely, but I guess it would be stranger if you weren't. Still, there's one other thing I don't understand. Why are you both wearing swimsuits? Why do you even have to ask? You mean you did not know? The rulebook mandates that all drivers wear swimsuits. Indeed, it does. I believe Senpai is wondering why you are both wearing swimsuits. Oh, that? Simple. Because we are both driving. As an assistant is required to be on the team, we are both assisting as well. Thus, we are both driver and assistant. It was not against the rules to hold concurrent roles, you see. Indeed, there is nothing underhanded about it. Of course, while I should, by rights, be the only driver, this wicked dark maid here refuses to give up the wheel. Never mind that I am an expert charioteer who won the race in Olympia. Why, I'm practically a rider. That nonsense again? Even after changing into a swimsuit and altering your spirit origin, you still ended up a caster. I, on the other hand, actually am a rider now. One with an exceptional riding skill, no less. There is no question that that the only appropriate driver is me. But Drama Queen here would not permit it. We were unable to reach an agreement even after discussing the matter all night, and with no time left before the race was to begin, we reluctantly agreed to share the role of driver. How come you both want to be the driver so badly? You even need to ask? I would think that you of all people would understand. Because the driver gets the glory. Francho. What? She got a logo. Master, thank you. Wait, what? There may no longer be a need for me to interpret for her, but just in case. She is saying she's happy. She is saying she's happy you came to cheer for her. That's right. I just remembered that you're able to talk a little more as a saber, Fran. And with Babbage as your assistant, communication should be simple. We'll be fine. Of course, I can't have the daughter of an old friend taking part in a dangerous race on her own. Indeed, there's nothing to worry about. In addition to the great bulk of the King of Steam, I have joined the team to assure our victory. As such, young Fran can race in safety knowing two capable grown-ups are looking after her. She's not a child, and she is certainly not a lolly. Oh, right. I forgot you were here too, Professor. I assure you there is nothing to fear. Right now I am nothing more than a 50-ish adoptive father whose heart has been stolen by the innocent plea of a pure-hearted young girl. If you still have concerns, I invite you to change my entry name to Mysterious Papa. I still totally smell a crime afoot. How could you mistrust me so much? You wound me. Fran and Babbage, partnering up makes a lot of sense. But somehow I feel like their choice of an additional member adds a lot of shadiness to their team. I can handle a little shadiness. Indeed. Our team may have been assembled rather hastily, but his knowledge, notoriety, and shadiness are genuine. I have every confidence that we will win. Furthermore, he has agreed to assume nearly all responsibility if something occurs during the race. And since anything bad that may happen would almost certainly fall on his shoulders anyway, we feel everything should be fine. It needs to be like a Carnival Phantasm FGO edition, which is as close as we got with that frickin' learning with manga thing, but we need more of that. Because God, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, Master, I see you have come to cheer me on. Thank you very much. I confess to being somewhat embarrassed knowing that I will be seen competing in a race, as that is more something Kintoki would do. But knowing you are cheering for me is a tremendous motivation. I swear I shall not disappoint you. Other servants may have abandoned dignity and decency simply because it is summer. But as the Shadow Prefect, I shall see that all such flagrancy is still duly punished. My sword that kept all of Kyoto safe is still completely untarnished. I really don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about, but it does sound like you have a different goal than the other racers, Raikou. That she does. Personally, I still want to take first place, but who knows how it'll turn out. Well, aside from the Buddha, of course. Anyway, it still looks like fun, so I decided to race with her. It's been a long time since I got to go on a journey, so I can't wait. Who knows? I might even find a new disciple or sutra along the way. As they say, go west, young monk. Wait, come to think of it, which direction are we supposed to go in? Oh, hello, what's up? Wait, let me guess, you're here to find out what mystical wisdom powers our car, right? Sorry, but I'm not telling. I trust you, but there's still a non-zero chance that information could make its way to the other teams if I did. This race may be all fun and games, but it's more fun if we all do our best to win, right? A serious version of what? We're getting a Fate Collide liner anime. I mean, that could be funny. You seem more fired up than usual. Even she needs a chance to let off some steam now and again. I trust you can understand that. Isn't this race kind of dangerous? I'll be fine. I know I'll be competing with powerful kings and former berserkers. But brawn doesn't win a race. It's all about brains. Don't believe me? Well, you should, because I'm going to show you what we old people can do with all our years of wisdom. As you can see, she's still a bit upset about the incident from the other day. Part of that falls on your shoulders, Master. I'm sorry. That said, we are the ones who encouraged her to compete. Though I hesitate to use this word given its connotations with Holmes. One might say you and we are accomplices in that regard. If you feel at all responsible for what happened, you can make up for it by cheering with all your might for this superb direct current support vehicle to win. Hold it. What did you say about it? About the alternating current support vehicle I've worked so hard on? You guys both have hard-ons for your stupidity. I can see where this is going. Anyway, we don't have a lot of time, Senpai. Let's go visit the other teams while we still can. It's me! Let me guess. You came to tell me that the 3 ceremonial dishes I always have before setting out on a new campaign are all ready, correct? That's the kind of dedication I like from my master. Still, while I imagine chestnuts and... what the fuck? And abalone remain a rare treat in this day and age, isn't kombu absurdly common now? Perhaps you should forgo the kombu and try something more modern. Maybe truffles? After all, given that I handily won, totally real and not imaginary, popularity poll, gaining a swimsuit is cause for an all-out celebrate... Huh? Koldea's Nobu resources already ran out during the Gouda Gouda event last year? You're kidding me. Well then, that's all the more reason I must win. First, I shall take the prize money. Then I shall perform a live concert that'll burn down the house. I see. A live concert, huh? What's this about lives? Because of course I've been sensing the birth of too many new wicked lives myself. Both the new and scantily clad Artoria face her and her partner. Artoria face and her partner. The Emperor who thinks that she can escape my sword by turning into a caster. There should be no evil, so... Perfidious is their team in this, or any other race. They may be a rider and a caster now, but they're still sabers at heart, and so I'll cut them down. No, I must cut them down. On top of that, I sense the birth of a whole new saber. I'm gonna make sure that we see someone knocked out of this race as soon as we see as soon as the starting gun goes off. Of course, it also looks like I'll be able to eat all sorts of yummy things if I win, so I'll be doing my best to win the race as well. Indeed, I have high hopes for you, seeing how I'm trusting you to handle all driving-related matters. After all, I'm a general from the Sengoku period. The only mount I know how to steer is my horse. Oniashige. And apparently this race's horse quota had already been filled. Oh well, it can't be helped. So you wish to be granted an audience with the Pharaoh before she sets out on her journey. Good. Such is only proper for one sworn to a contract with her. Wait, did a Medjed just talk? You don't have to make that big a deal out of it, it's just me. God, you're fucking adorable. Oh, so it was you under there, Nitocris, but why were you under there? Well, earlier while I was getting changed into my swimsuit, I got thinking about how inadvertently rude I was to Pharaoh Ozymandias, and how I still have to go as a pharaoh myself. And when I really, really wanted to just hide my face, and one thing led to another, and... I mean, never mind all that. Surely you see how Medjed must be a fast racer thanks to this sleek form, right? Yes. That is what you need to know. At any rate, I gratefully accept your presence as an audience. I presume you have prepared a tribute? Does wishing you good luck count? Yes, it does. Gold or jewels would be unnecessary burdens on this journey anyway. I am glad you understand what is truly valuable. I gratefully accept your tribute, my ally. I must say, it's a little surprising to see you assisting Nitocris. I am just as surprised as you are. I can hardly believe I was so taken with the idea of a charm to protect me from death that I entered a race which is almost certain to result in death. All I can do now is hope that victory will allow me to be free of death forevermore. It does seem kind of ironic that being so scared of death led to you skirting it. Stay safe out there, okay? I am told that by participating in this race, we will also be helping to dispel a singularity. I imagine that I am offering this service to a compassionate king. Perhaps that will serve as its own reason for my participation. Indeed, I hope that by doing so, I can be of some service to you as well. That's all of the teams. To be honest, I have no idea which one will end up winning. All I can say for certain is that it looks like it's going to be a very intense race. Oh, Senpai, look, isn't that... Okay, everyone's here, right? Great. You're wearing a swimsuit too? Well, of course I'm going to wear a swimsuit. I can't host a race in my stuffy regular clothes, can I? What the fuck are you talking about? Stuffy regular clothes, my ass. Ishtar. Besides, I always wanted to try wearing a modern-day swimsuit, and since I was changing my outfit anyway, I thought I'd take the opportunity to get all sorts of other new things too. Her usual outfit's basically a swimsuit anyway. What's that now? Word of advice. Be careful what you think around a goddess. In fact, this works out well, since I was already taking my new form out for a test drive. I think now's as good a time as any for a little warm-up. You two are going to have your work cut out for you in this event anyway, so I may as well give you a little taste of what's in store. Hey, here I come, Sarah. Time to see what this new form can do. Well, surprising no one, she isn't going to take no for an answer. Please try not to get hurt, Master. Ugh. Alright, well, you seem like a particularly weak Ishtar. I know. Why is your name Sarah? Thought it would be Daikun? Nope. Because I like to play as female characters. In fact, tomorrow, I've got a video that talks about that in addition to other stuff. So look forward to it. It's called The Aesthetics of Cool in Anime. Indeed, Ben. That's a good point. I did say that, and it is true. But, yeah. I use that to just name any female-ish character. It'd be strange if I became female Ritsuka and then named her Daikun. Could name her Dai-chan. The song is cool. Shit, I can't even hear when I plug in my thingy. Dead Heat Summer Race. Ishtar Cup of Hopes and Dreams 2019. It was on fire. I had to read it in an emphatic way. Starting point. Ceremony. More. Cut. Scene. I'm probably like 1% into this event. Okay, that ought about do it. Can I ask you a question? What is it? Well, I couldn't help but wonder that thing by your feet is... good question, come to think of it, what is this thing anyway? Besides a weird pseudo-weapon, you mean? Hey, I didn't ask it for me to follow me around, but since it is, and it seems to really like me, I may as well train it to help me out a little, right? Besides, every good racer needs a mascot. And at least it's better than kicking it to the curb, right? Foe was giving it the same wild look he gave the boar piglets on the desert island. So hey, on another note, I almost forgot something important. All racers gather round. What is this about? Okay, everyone. All eyes on these tools. These ritual tools are the key to erasing the singularity and indicating that you are a legit participant of the Ishtar Cup. They've been designed to integrate into your vehicles, so make sure you each install them. Any vehicle that tries to compete without one of these will automatically be disqualified, so make sure not to forget them. Got it? Whatever you do, do not lose or remove it during the race. That's very important. Huh. Mine somewhat resembles a crown. I like it. I suppose this is like that easy pass device that Kintoki has on his bike. I am not overly familiar with things like this, but as it seems our steeds require them, we shall use them. A new part? Now? I wish you'd told us about this sooner. It affects the balance of the entire craft. Of course, I can compensate quite easily, genius that I am. Sarah, don't give me that look. This concerns you too. You two will be helping me run things. Come here and I'll tell you what your responsibilities are. There you have it. Here are the service and maintenance area along with the starting line. We'll have a few pit stops like this along the course. I want you two to restock supplies as needed, handle any problems that arise, and really just do whatever I tell you. Basically, you'll be like PAs for my new hit series. I have no idea what that means, but I was told that's what you'd be.
I see. Dare I ask who told you that?
That would be me, of course. Ciao, Sarah. Ciao, Mash. Da Vinci? I can see that you have a question for me. You're wondering why I allowed this whole thing. Admittedly, this is all pretty strange, but I figured I could just let Ishtar handle this. How she wanted. I mean, Chaldea's budget is already stretched thin as it is, you know? The Mages Association has cut off all financial aid until their inspectors get here. Those lazy fuckers. So right now, all we've got is our UN budget and the remains of our nest egg keeping us afloat. So when Miss Goddess here agreed to fund all this herself, I decided it was worth the risks. Hey, of course there's gonna be risks. We're erasing a singularity here, remember? Yes, I'm well aware. Anyway, there you have it. Mashu, I know it's not ideal, but I trust you'll be able to handle it. I guess I can see how you weren't able to stop this, but... Oh, don't worry. I'll keep backing you up from here like usual until my turn rolls around. Well, its format is pretty unorthodox. Ishtar was kind enough to provide a control system with a magecraft of sorts, so we're all covered. She's really pulling out all the stops, huh? Of course. We goddesses are especially generous in summer, okay? You'd better be grateful. We are. Anyway, don't mind me. You two just focus on enjoying this year's summer festival. Okay, it looks like Senpai and I are relegated to working behind the scenes this time. But I certainly don't want to rain on the race after coming this far, so I'll do my best. By the way, Ishtar, what are you going to do once the race begins? If you're the production assistants, wouldn't that make her the director or producer or something? What did you miss? A whole bunch. Basically they're preparing for this crazy race that Ishtar set up, and we get to root and cheer for who we want to win the race, I guess. Don't be silly, I planned this whole race, and I'm the one supervising it. I've got tons of work to do. In addition to telling you two what to do, I also have to provide running commentary, color commentary, and serve as the referee. Commentary, huh? You really are taking this seriously. No, Da Vinci is not playable yet. Well, of course I am. I've got to keep the spectators engaged after all. Oh, and at some point I might need you two to help me with a different kind of job. What sort of job? Or at least I've never seen anybody using Da Vinci. Wait, is Da Vinci playable right now? Like adult Da Vinci?
Yeah.
Is a servant. Shit, yeah, I never see her in the supports. No, you're right. You're right, there is a Da Vinci. I was thinking of Loli Da Vinci, which is later.
She isn't released on FGOJP yet. She's just on arcade.
Really? Okay. But she's a character, obviously, in FGOJP. She just don't play. Remember how I told you that the singularity has a ruler and subordinates? Yes, forgive me. Yeah, no, she's totally playable. I just mixed things up. As long as we can finish the race, we shouldn't have to worry about them. But since it's going to last for so long, it's probably too much to hope that they'll just leave us alone for the whole thing. So if they do try to interfere, I might have to go and stop them. And since we're going to have to try to keep them from messing with the race too much, naturally, I'll need you to come along as a master for that sort of thing, so stay sharp, okay? That's true, we shouldn't forget that there are still enemies about. I'm sorry I'm still unable to assist with combat myself, but I'm relieved to know that you'll be out there with us, Ishtar. I guess I was right when I predicted you'd be helping us without asking for compensation after all. I'll try even harder than usual this time. That's what I like to hear. I knew I saw potential in you. Anyway, on that note, I'll let you give the combat orders during the race. And to reward you for your service, I'll even form an official contract with you once the race is over. Thanks again for helping out, Sarah. Just make sure you're not so enthralled by my swimsuit that you forget all about the race. Why is Da Vinci a loli? I know, but it's a bit spoilery. Another event. Or another node of 0. Now that the race is finally about to begin, I'd better get ready to wave the starting flag. There's not a job that stands out more, so I can just leave all that glory and publicity to... Oh, you can't just leave all that glory and publicity to somebody else. Ah, that means I won't be able to press the button for the starting lights. Okay, you can do that part. It's not as important as the flag, but it's still a big job, so you better be ready for some divine punishment if you screw it up. Do you even need to wave the flag if you've already got the lights? It's all about presentation, duh. Doesn't matter what I'm doing so long as it gets the crowd fired up. So, I'm starting with this race Ishtar style. Got a problem with that? Not at all, my goodness. Oh, no, whoops. Not at all, my goddess. Okay, Sarah, let's start by heading to the commenter seats. First, I'll go over the rules of the race, let the spectators introduce all the teams. Then I'll tell everyone to get ready and head to the starting line. Once I give you the signal, go ahead and press the button to start the race whenever you're ready. Got it. Good luck, Senpai. Don't worry, I know you can do it. At last, the moment you've all been waiting for is almost here. The Ishtar Cup Singularity Cannonball Run is just about to begin. Thank you for that thunderous round of applause. This race and commentary are brought to you by Chaldea's richest and most beautiful goddess, the incarnation of love and war herself, Ishtar. As I'm sure you've all heard plenty. Okay. Ishtar's the only goddess Chaldea needs, so don't you worry. You'll be seeing plenty of yours truly during this event. Ooh, I can feel the glares of the other inferior goddess servants who are all upset that they won't be getting their turn in the spotlight. And to that I say, sucks to be you, losers! I'm not even sure what to say anymore. She just doesn't give a damn, does she? Now then, let's go over the rules of this race. The starting line is, of course, right here, and the finish line is on the other side of this singularity. You'll recognize it because it's sporting the beautiful, brand new Ishtar Temple. Check it out on the live feed. I had no idea she had something so extravagant built at the finish line, too. What an incredibly wasteful expenditure for a one-time event. Incidentally, this live feed is brought to us by a drone made in the famed workshop of none other than the Ishtar Cup board member and special advisor, Leonardo da Vinci. Thanks to this, you'll all be able to see how each team is doing at every leg of the race. As everyone knows, it's the mark of a great goddess to give credit where credit is due. As everyone knows, it's the mark of a great goddess. Oh wait, whoops. So let's have a big round of applause for this, for Da Vinci. They've been a big help. Now then, there are 4 checkpoints between the starting line and the finish line. Whenever a team reaches one of those checkpoints, they'll be required to stop and wait for every other team to reach the same checkpoint. Naturally, each team's time will be closely monitored all the while. Once every team has reached that checkpoint, the race will resume with all vehicles leaving from that checkpoint starting line at the same time and continuing to race until the next checkpoint. Since it's a long way to the finish line, the idea is to break up the race into 5 smaller courses. However, at the last checkpoint before the goal, instead of all vehicles leaving at once, the time difference between each team will be tallied up, and they will have to wait until the corresponding amount of time has passed before they can go. This is so we don't have vehicles getting too far apart from one another. That'd be really boring. Gotta mix things up to keep them interesting, you know? That makes a surprising amount of sense. She thought this through a lot more than I expected. Oh, also, there's a lot of distance between checkpoints, so you racers will probably want to rest up at various pit stops you find along the way. Even though each team's got an assistant providing their vehicle with magical energy, this'll definitely be one exhausting race.
Now, of course, I expect you to all really compete to be the fastest, but I also want you to see the race through to the end. No dropping out on my watch. I think that's Ishtar's way of showing concern for all the racers. I guess she hasn't entirely forgotten her kind-hearted goddess side after all. That's a relief. If only she could remember that side more often. Okay, that about takes care of the rules. We'll be getting this race started real soon now. Now I think it's time we met all the lovable daredevils who volunteered to risk their lives in what's sure to be a brutal race. Our first team is the Tyrannical Shooting Star, and one of the top contenders for the Cup. Just the fact that they named their vehicle Red Venus, even though I'm the organizer, should tell you everything you need to know about how gutsy these two are. In the driver/assistant seat, Nero Claudius. I, Nero Claudius, am nothing less than the greatest charioteer in all of Rome. I may not have her sword, but my victory is promised just the same. Shower me in your cheers and adulation. And in the other driver/assistant seat, Altria Alter. I know no one by that name. I am but a summer maid, as I believe I indicated on my entry form. That's right, it's an unprecedented double driver, double assistant team. At first I was a little flustered. I didn't catch this loophole about teammates pulling double duty. But they're both wearing swimsuits and it ought to be fun to watch, so I figured what the hell. Doesn't look like either of them has any other friend to ask. Next, we have the electric steam feet. Papa. Hey, can you do something about how shady you're coming off? Hello there, I'm Professor M, the assistant for this team. I promise you can trust me. Gonna take that as a no. This guy is super shady. Well, never mind him. It's just a move on the driver. Let's just move on to the driver. She's not normally much of a talker, but it looks like she'll be making up for lost time this summer. I like your spirit, Frankenstein. I'm new to being a saber, but I'll do my best. Next, we have another assistant? Or whatever he is. Charles Babbage. Here I shall reveal my body's new functionality. The result of countless painstaking calculations. A transformation! Input complete. Steam pressure rising. Behold the King of Steam's new cross-country form. Babbage locomotive form. There it is. Yep, transformations are still awesome. This is nice. I can sense everyone's mistrust of me is greatly reduced as Babbage's locomotive form draws their attention. An exemplary instance of teamwork. It's more like the mistrust is getting spread around your whole team. Just make sure your evil scheming doesn't make too much trouble for us running the show, okay? You know, he might think you're serious. That's okay. A little chaos in the mix should help keep things interesting. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep things moving with, well, talk about straightforward. Give it up for the prefect of public decency and monk Xuanzang. Their driver is Minamoto no Raikou. I've received a tip from a passing motorcyclist warning me that, quote, Raikou's a dangerous shadow prefect now, so be careful. I wonder what that's all about. Listen, everyone, you must not let summer go to your heads. I will not permit anyone to engage in behavior or wear clothing that flouts public decency. Should anyone attempt to do so, they should be prepared to suffer the consequences. A swift execution. I'm just tagging along for this reform program for this reform program ride. In that sense, I guess, I'm kinda like Wukong. I'm picking up plenty of Buddha power in this place, so I'm feeling good about my chances. Incidentally, I've decided their outfits qualify as Peru style, as far as I'm concerned. Summer Songjong's a swimsuit servant. Got that? Good. As for their vehicle, its name is the Kyogoku in Bailong.
Okay, so it's not the same sort of machine as the other vehicles here, but hey, these horses still seem like pretty strong spirits, so I decided to allow it. Our next team is Satisfaction HTE. Its driver, Helena Blavatsky. This is it. We're going to have so much fun. This vehicle's name is Kumara Wheel in Thunderdome. And it looks like they've given a technical breakdown that nobody asked for. Let's see. Apparently this is an indigenous design created by certified geniuses that makes Mrs. Blavatsky's racing. Kumara Wheel. And ingeniously pairs it with DC-AC Thunderdome to provide genius-level support. It's an AC-DC Thunderdome. No, she had it right with DC-AC the first time. This team isn't going to implode, is it? Spent a lot of money on this race, so you'd all better finish it. Don't worry, Ishtar, if worst comes to worst, I'll just race with my Kumara Wheel. After all the trouble we went to? Okay, next we have, is it just me, or does that look like a rocket more than a car? This team's name is Killer Demon King of the 10th Heaven. Their vehicle, Demon King of the V6 Heaven. It's a highly unorthodox device, but then it's a highly unorthodox team, with Oda Nobunaga as the driver. That's me! Oh yeah, are you seeing this, Okita? Bet you never expected to lose so massively to Summer Nobu, did you? Vroom vroom! This engine looks to be in peak condition. It's gonna be out for blood tonight. I get the feeling the driver and assistant roles are switched here, but I'll allow it. Well, more than that, I'm just gonna let these two do their own thing and be done with it. Now, our final entry. Their team name, Desert Beauty. Their vehicle name, the Pharaoh Legend. Alright, which one of you said those names are overselling it? I pass judgment on you myself. No, I won't. I already know that I don't live up to those names. I thought I should at least make it sound like I have confidence in myself. As I thought, doing so might help me to mentally overcome things Pharaoh Ozymandias said I was lacking, but I don't believe anyone said anything of the sort. Also, we have yet to even begin the race. Isn't it a bit early to be hiding away like that, Nito Kreese? Then again, if the purpose of that outfit is to prevent death from heat stroke on our perilous journey, then you should be commended. Perhaps I should wear one myself, since I don't want to die. Don't do that. It defeats the whole point of a swimsuit event. Will nobody think of the fans? Of course, having said that, I can't really deny this race holds peril after peril for our teams. So a word of advice to you all racers. Be careful not to die out there. Okay, now that we've met all the teams, I think it's time we got this party started. All racers, on your marks. Okay, I've got the flag and I'm standing in position. Now then. Senpai, that's the signal. Go ahead whenever you're ready. Okay, here's the button for the lights. Here goes. And we're off! The Ishtar Cup Singularity Cannonball Run is underway! It started, it really started. Look at everyone go. The first one out of the gate is... Cars, horses, lol, as the kids say. This is why I chose this woman as my partner. These days it's all about air, no space travel. Why drive when you can fly? This is how Oda Nobunaga, the Demon King of the 6th Heaven, rolls. You obsolete heroic spirits can all be relegated to historical footnotes. My path to superstardom is now all but inevitable. Elevation angle check. Igniting rocket boosters. Main engine full throttle. Output levels look good. We could fly to the other end of the galaxy if we wanted to. Here goes. Artorium, blast off! Oh shit. What just happened? I guess you didn't read the rules, huh? This is a race. No flying permitted. Catching some air off the ramps is one thing, but just flying around like that is against the rules. If I see any of you try that again, I'll shoot you down with mana. Immediately, so watch yourselves. I see, well in that case, I suppose it can't be helped. It looks like this is already shaping up to be a highly fraught race. I wonder if everyone will make it to the finish line okay. And what's more, which teams will be the winner? I got a writer!
Rider Ishtar, ここに参上っと。今回は特別大サービスで協力してあげるわ。
Gonna get you like a space boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I love me some Initial D. Running in Caldea, it's a new way I like to be. I'm just running in Caldea. Alright, I think I'm gonna do one roll. 110 roll just for the fun of it. Which might give me some craft essences. Which will help out through the event. So let us see what we get in this roll. Well, thank you, V-Hollow, I try. And that's with me, like, having literally talked non-stop for the last almost 3 hours. Nobody wanted a little gill. That's no good. Yudoji. That's no fun. Give me something I don't already have. I got a Zerker. Who's the Zerker? Lame. Lame. At least give me a goddamn craft essence for the event. Yay! That's sexy. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. These are stupid cards. Another rider? Not that rider. Boo. 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 Ruined church. That's not anything fancy. Jesus Christ. Fade ups are a load of shit. Ooh, boo, boo. Yeah, but I have tons of Medusa. That's not the issue. Come on now. No, nobody wanted you either. Ew, what a shit roll. I got a good craft essence though. What is it for? What does it do? Increases arts card effectiveness and buster card effectiveness. Okay, so arts or buster, nice. Do another roll? No, I'm saving the rest of it for my Artoria one. No, I'm not doing one more roll. I have discipline. I've got a waifu on the next line of banner or whatever.
What do you mean at each other, like on Twitch? Well, speaking, wait, whoops. Support setup. Speaking of, I guess I'll give this to you. Where did the sexy craft Edison go? Oh, it was a 4-star, so I have to go a little further down. There it is. Boom. You can have that. In the meantime, I'll just put good craft essences back on everybody else that they can actually use for support. Actually, which one's better in this case? There's this and the Dudes of Chaldea, 50%. They're identical. Faith in fire? Huh. Is Musashi coming up again soon? Can you add me in-game? How many friends do I have at the moment? I have room for like 2. So we need writers. Perfect. Fuck yeah. Maldred, I summoned thee. See you later. Foe is so bored he's starting to yawn. With the exception of that rocket incident, I guess it has been surprisingly quiet so far. Everyone's still feeling each other up. True, but I wouldn't mind if things stayed this peaceful for the entire race. I've learned about sporting events like marathons in Ekiden from video records in the sports library. They showed me that a competition doesn't need fighting or conflict to be riveting. Just seeing who is the fastest can be more than enough. I hope this race turns out to be a clean, honest competition, just like... No way! I didn't pony up for this event to just have racers be good sports. Did you forget who I am or something? I'm Ishtar, the goddess of love, beauty, and war, duh. And I say it's not a real race until there's been some bloodshed. The fans didn't come here to watch the racers play nice.
How are my rolls? Shit. I got all craft essence, and that's the only worthwhile thing. So, on that note, let's go back to commentary mode. The lead racers are just about to enter the first area. Does this bode well, or is it a sign of trouble afoot? And hey, what do you know? It looks like something's happening over there. That's more like it. Everything looks the same around here. I'm growing bored of the scenery. I desire excitement. What do you say, Dark Maid? Shall we try picking a fight? I loathe to admit it, but I was thinking the same thing. My self-control has reached its limit. However, before we go about ridding ourselves of interlopers, there is something strange around here that we must deal with. I can sense the sort of people I dislike the most. Ill-mannered consumers. I see the air and sand have grown dry. What is this rundown place? The desert brings back memories, but the sand here seems much less pleasant than it is in Egypt. Something's coming up from above. Watch out! Bunch of hooligans. Hooligans! Yeehaw! You're not going anywhere! Stop right there, girlies! Who are these men with strange haircuts? Were they defeated in battle and forced to cut their hair that way as a mark of their shame? I guess they're some kind of wandering space soldiers. This should be fun. Let's see if they can keep up with my driving technique. Blaze Blue versus Fate? I mean, they have their own internal logic, which could be hard. What's this? A mysterious group of mohawked men have appeared before our racers. Are they friend or foe? I don't know enough about, like, the source of the powers in Blaze Blue. I guess they could just be pretending to be foes. Yes, I suppose you're right. We shouldn't judge books by their covers, after all. It's just about you. It's just like you to be so understanding, Senpai. Our racers are completely surrounded and have no choice but to come to a stop. Each group is eyeing the other. Will our racers engage each of these men with diplomacy or hostility? What is your username, Criminal Arts? Welcome, honored customers. Let us begin with Sakase Morgan. Ah! Well done, British barbarian. I shall have to make sure I do not fall behind. You came to hear me perform, yes? Then listen well. Laudatum Domus Illustris. Your name's Cujo? Okay, I'll look. Woo! They started with their noble phantasms? That's overkill. Sure is. Looks like things are escalating quickly. Not that I'd expect any less. Anyway, this looks like the right level of violence to get things rolling. Let's sit back and watch how our racers handle this little warm-up exercise. Bum bum bada bum bum. Yeah, I do have a Twitch channel. So there's a guy hiding behind these ones.
注文でした。
仰せの
了
通り
解した。一掃する。
罠
一掃する。グレイト。さあ、波乗り波乗り。
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure how to compare that necessarily to, you know, heroic spirits and shit like that. Such rebellious hairstyles are unacceptable. You may shave your head if you like, but you must keep the hair that remains in a tidy top knot. They're not very strong, but there's so many of them. That's it, What's that? This is as far as you go, intruders. This is our land. Did you think you could set foot in our land without first paying your respects? That voice.
Atalante.
Boss. Big cat sis. Ma'am's here to save us. Ugh, couldn't you have all agreed on a nickname for her ahead of time? What an unpleasant surprise. This singularity truly has gone awry. I never expected to see you leading these barbarians. But let me just make certain of this. Are you their leader, Atalante? It would seem I am, your Imperial Highness. Why'd you interfere with my rosy driving? Who are those men, anyway? My presence here alone should give you the answer to that. They are my darling children. What was that? I don't understand. What in the world are you talking about? Perhaps I should introduce you to a good therapist. Children, but you're so close in age. And you look nothing alike. In fact, I have a hard time believing you're even the same species. You look more like ogres than anything. There is more to parenting than age difference or genetics. Our relationship is what matters. I shall tell you again, these are my children and I adore them. Yeehaw! Yeah, Mama gets compliments all the time on what precious angels we are. Relationship, huh? You're exactly right. A mother and her children are not linked by blood alone. Now, never mind my children. These are the Atalante Plains, and there is nothing I must tell you. And there is something I must tell all who would try to cross them. Huh, I'm surprised you're such a romantic, that you'd name this land after yourself. That's like something an explorer would do. The name is of no importance. What is important is that this road leads to our greatest treasure, something more valuable than even gold or jewels. Is that so? And what is this treasure? Seed apples. We have planted seed apples up ahead. What? I'm not even sure what those are. Seed apples are seed apples. Plant them and they grow into apples. They are truly a blessing in this forsaken land. I need them to ensure my children's future. But if you were to run roughshod over them with your wheels and hooves, that future would be ruined. I cannot permit that. Are you aware that apples don't like arid environments? There's no way they'll ever grow in climate like this. Silence! It is not today that matters, but tomorrow. I'm fairly certain this desert will still be hot and dry tomorrow. And you'll still have the same problem. At any rate, I will not have you racing over our seed apple orchard. I shall be merciful and permit you to turn back, or find another path. However, if, after everything I have told you, you insist on proceeding, my wrath shall be swift and terrible. I will not hesitate to pierce your heart on the spot, for my arrows exist solely to ensure my children will always have cause to smile. The very instant our racers reach the first area, they are presented with their first real challenge, an ultimatum from a mysterious, beautiful woman. If they continue on their current path, they will have to face a hail of arrows. How will they get out of this predicament?
Looks like this singularity's inhabitants showed up after all. It does complicate matters, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Racers are supposed to have setbacks after all, so it all adds up to make the ritual more exciting. Now come on, you two, don't just stand there. You've got a lot of work ahead of you. I guess it's too soon to tell what will happen later, but for the moment, it does seem like we won't be fighting Atalante just yet. So I suppose we should do what we can by focusing on our own jobs. I believe it had something to do with keeping supplies in stock. That's right, I want you to bring supplies and stuff to the pit stops and racers on the track. That said, circumstances can change pretty quickly in a race like this, so it's probably impossible to make sure all of the teams are always on equal footing all of the time. So you're free to use your own discretion to send supplies to whichever team you think needs them. Or even just the team you most want to win. If that ends up making things a little uneven, well, that's okay. Each team's relationship with you is an important part of the race, too. I'll do my best to keep up with everyone. I know you will, Senpai. I do wonder how everyone else will end up handling this race. But I'm certain that if we do our job well, we'll be able to help all of them. Let's do our best. Woo! So you have to support all of the racers in order to get all of the different things for the Ishtar rider. A road race sponsored by Ishtar herself. Super Servants face off. Cheer on each team to gain cheering points. Turn that on master team. Interesting. So if we go to the event shop,
レースに夢中になるのは当然として、イン
Servants in your
フォ
party.
メーションにも目を通しておいてね。ルールを知っておかないと損するわよ。
Flip this event limited CE. Okay, so those are just mats. Then the event items we can buy.
資材の補充？いいわよ。
We need to
何欲しいの？
get the golden reeds. So all we need is really materials. This is surprisingly reasonable.
イシュタルカップ盛り上がってまいりました。こちら。
Full throttle, baby! Use boost items in cheer on quests to gain bonus effect in battle, as well as doubling or tripling cheering point bonus. Each team has a preference for a certain boost item. Actually, I gotta do something first. You said there was somebody named Kujo? Oh. Okay, I accept you. That works. Okay, so we're fighting lances, so let's do sabers.
So wait, is it any summer servants give you a bonus up, or does it have to be the craft essence? Because it looks like I'm getting bonuses from all y'all. Thank you for following. Okay, so yeah, it's any summer servant. That's nice. I appreciate that. None of my friends got Fran. Well, if that's the case, then I will update my support setup to include more summer servants. Well, actually, that's the only other one I have leveled up, so I guess there's that. Alright. Are your friends in the game always above level 90? Probably. I mean, if they've been playing it as long as I have, that's kind of just a norm. Like, what level am I? Level 130. Suppose I should put in my newest Ishtar for the bonuses. Actually, this would be a great time to try out my new Martha. How wonderful. What kind is she? She a buster? She a buster? She is a buster. Yeah, it should do it. So how did I get Ilya? Did I get Ilya? I don't think I got Ilya. Okay, so I need Buster Octanes, gotcha. Well, yeah, I'll use current events if I can, but I don't have any of them yet. Yeah, Fake Grand Order's fun. Oh, Kuro. She was a welfare servant, that's why. Oh, whoops, I screwed up putting you in there. That should do. Oh wait, why did I bring this Ishtar out? She's level 1! I'm so stupid. Oh well. We'll have fun with this. Thank you for hosting the stream with 1. Thank you, Fran? No, I did not roll for Fran specifically. Is hers AoE or single target? Single, okay. I can deal. Who will spoil you? Who let a wild horse in the trach? Go, Martha!
逃げ場はないわ。
That poor turtle. That didn't do jack shit for damage. Ooh. Ow. Why was that so weak? Why was that so weak? Oh, Martha. That was really not cool. Oof. Oof.
こうしなくちゃわからないようね。
I thought she was better than that.
うまくいくのね。
Class advantage aside.
よっしゃ。そらやった。そらやった。
He's a dragon. Well, Tarrasque is a big turtle monster, huh? I don't care what you want to call it.
ロックオン。激しくいくのね。狙い撃ち。ザブーンだ。 重く激しくいくのね。
Is your Martha fully full? I don't think fully yet, but does it really make that much of a difference? Wow. I never would have thought the foe cards were that important. Like at least base 1 foe cards. With full threshold. Yeah, level up her NB. Okay, I'll just summon a shit ton more of her. You killed Mordred, you fuck. Can't believe that. You killed Mordred. You killed Mordred. How dare you? You stay the fuck still. Yeah, I didn't bring any sabers because I was trying to max out points rather than efficiency of the actual mission itself. This thing's fucking us up, man. She only does neutral damage? Okay, well that took a lot more this time. I don't get it. I don't get it. There was a lot of dialogue. Really, this is what the caster Nero looks like, huh? Crazy. Not move it. This fucking horse has a lot of HP, and for some reason my Martha didn't do jack shit. Wow.
きらめくぞ。わ、マナーのなっていない客よな。撃てー。この奇跡は星のように。
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
準備は良いな。世はもう
遠慮はしませんとも。
Level 50's not that big. Oh, this is a fun animation though. That is a good animation.
浜辺は綺麗に。何事も後片付けが大切です。
Use a command seal? Why the hell would I use a command seal on a generic fight like that? That'd be the epitome of shame. No, I just went into that battle with shit planning. Oh, let me handle this cat.
レースに戻るぞ。早く乗り込め。
今度はヨガサポートか。まあそれも良い。お手並み拝見といこう。
Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, gross. Gross. Oh, man. Fucked up the carpet. And your plate. Well, looks like we got more laundry to do. Hairballs. Most of my guys are 80, actually, but... Oh, wait, and so... Does this just keep going until you beat them out? Like, until someone actually wins? I should do it. So you just grind and grind and grind, you finish round 1, and then you grind and grind and grind, and you do round 2, huh?
それじゃ、ビッグウェーブに挑戦してみるか。
Can I safely assume, for someone who's played, that there's no story between here and then?
こうしなくちゃわからないよね。よっしゃ、行くぞ。ザブン。
Your supports will not have noble phantasms unless you are friends with that individual. There's story between the rounds, but
I can go and finish off a round and not worry about missing any story. Because once you've reached the grindy parts, I enjoy doing grinding by my lonesome, as sad as that might sound. I don't know what you're saying. I actually brought a saber with me now, and that's gonna make a huge fucking difference. And that's generally an important thing. I mean, you need to realize that I'm playing this game the way I like to play it. And I'll get through all the challenges on my own accord. You talking to me? Did I finish the regular game storyline, or are you talking to Wolf? Because, yeah, I've done everything up to this point. Should I do triple? Yeah, let's do triple Shiki instead of bolstering it first. It's hard to tell which one's gonna ultimately take more damage, but I like to triple them up when I can. Jesus! Jesus, Shiki, Jesus! You're wonderful. I love you. I love you. I love you, Shiki Shike. Ooh, Shiki Shike. She's so wonderful. Go, go, go!
レースに戻るぞ。早く乗り込め。
今度はヨガサポートか。まあそれもよい。お手並み拝見といこう。
So how much distance do they make every time I do this? Seems like it's gonna take a while. Oh, someone got a Fran, but they haven't leveled her up enough yet. Well, thank you, Saber Lily. Oh, I know, FGO is a grind. It is what it is. Instant death is fun. Thank you, Assassin. You are very generous. I appreciate you. Ooh. Oh, why does it say anonymous? You're not anonymous. Your name's right there. Steam Labs, what you fucking up now? What you fucking up now?
When the Kara no Kyokai event eventually rolls around one day, again, I'll go all out on a Saber Shiki. I can't remember if it was like Skahak or someone who was like directly after the event that I really wanted, so I didn't want to waste all my SQ. All my forces. Mordred, get him! Get him! The bedroom in game doesn't have a bed anymore? I never noticed that. That's kind of funny. So much art! Mordred. How old Raikou is? Fuck, I don't remember. I don't know if I mentioned it in my lore or not. Well, definitely old enough. I don't think that's the question being asked, but you'll never know. Mordred, you serve. Super effective. Okay. I should have charged Shiki's Noble Phantasm more before getting to this point. I'm gonna fuck up this biatch. Hi, baby. Father, forgive me, for I have sinned. I have not started your rice. I did notice it, but then he didn't respond back. I had other ideas. I must have another account for FGO battles? No. Oh, you fucking killed Mordred, you stupid whore. Shiki, get your NP now! Now! Ever done a solo? No. I've seen them, they're impressive. Jeez, this all took so long because Shiki wouldn't get her NP. I am the horseman. I thought it made sense that they were in there, because this isn't the Fate Zero timeline by any means. Does this restore HP and decrease? Makes sense. That's actually a decent HP up.
うまくいくのね。ええ。ハレルヤ。
There we go. Triple Shike. Shike. Get him. What is that? Is that the couch cover?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good idea. Cat just barfed on his blankie all the way down to the floor. It was a hairball.
What's great about this is it's machine washable.
Hmm.
I love it. It's up here. レースに戻るぞ。早く乗り込め。
今度はヨガサポートか。まあそれもよい。お手並み拝見といこう。
So, do they only make progress when you cheer them on? Is that how this works? Or are they moving on their own? This is really confusing. I'll find out, but I'm pretty sure either way it involves a lot of grind to get to the next round. So I'm probably going to wrap it up for here. I thank you all for tuning in. This has been a wonderful turnout. Thank you all so much. I've got a video coming in the morning, so look forward to that. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to OtakuDaiKun for more anime lists, reviews, discussions, lore videos, let's plays, and the holy waifu wars. Until next time, celebrate your fandom. Oh yeah, also, lore of the lore of FGO Part 3, which would be the Septem arc, comes out on Friday. So look forward to it.